everyone, this is Rodolus, and welcome to another Variable Productivity livestream. I am joined by my bosom companions, Cryogenic Drawer, Katon Nuchiha the Atom, and Rocket Pow Ace. Exclamation point. Welcome. How are you all doing?
The exclamation point is silent. We already established that.
Okay, well...
It's time to get stuff done. Have some fun. VPL.
That's not going to stick. I've tried it once, and I stopped liking it the minute the words were coming out of my mouth.
Well, you got the tune wrong. Let's get some stuff. Let's get stuff done and have some fun. VPL.
VPL. Hey. All right. Anyway.
No, it goes down in tune. VPL.
I don't know why.
Get stuff done and have some fun. It's VPL. I took that.
If somebody could just get that, if somebody could just like take that and make it like a Sesame Street intro to like a segment.
Welcome to Rodolus's VPL, where he can't get work done in any other way unless he's exhibiting it to other people. Because, well, that's just how.
Hey everyone, can everyone spell vertices?
Can you spell vertex? Alright, let's go ahead and move on to some word that I have.
It's time to learn about the fundamentals, kids. Do you guys want to learn about subdividing?
What is a subdivision? Well, it seems like I don't know what that is either. I don't know what in the world I'm supposed to be teaching you. Also, hi, this is my Keith.
One of these things is not like the other, and it's like a try and a polygon.
Yeah, like,
one of these things just doesn't belong.
One of these things just doesn't belong. One of these things is also an option, but one of these things is definitely wrong.
Today's word of the day, kids. Today's word of the day, kids, is cube.
Hang on.
It's like when you're singing a song, it's looking at the different joints you did for that one commission, and it was like the messed up leg polygons.
Let's go ahead. Next. Oh, yeah.
We're gonna learn about UVs.
So what I'm going to be
we
doing
didn't
today
even know what a UV meant until a few days ago.
Yeah, we actually did just learn about UVs last freaking stream. Because I was like, UVs, I don't know what that stands for. It doesn't stand for anything. It's just another word for X, Y, or like, it's meant to be synonymous, but...
It's like the XY for a texture plane.
Yeah, but when you're working with textures, you can still manipulate them, or at least the UVs of the texture, you can still manipulate them by entering X or Y to grab that particular part. It's not confusing, it's simply my mind isn't letting me take it in. Anyway, let's see here.
We know you just learned your ABCs, but it's time for you to learn your UVs and your XYZs.
Yep, and your Fs, and your, what's the other thing? Your control Rs. Your
Time to learn binary.
Cuts, V split, your B control.
Alright, can we make a Sesame Street like rap all about like control V's, UVs, XYZs?
No, I mean,
That's
you
the title of it.
Go on ahead. Let's see, VR chat.
Oh my gosh, what if there was like a Dora the Explorer TV show that was just translating binary?
I don't... Yeah.
Like the 0 1s?
Ow. It's like Dora makes like noises with her mouth or like clicks her fingers or something.
To have these 3 finger bones mapped, if you ignore... Okay, non-human avatars. If your avatar diverges...
Dora says it's time to learn Braille!
How would someone be able to do that without something to follow along with?
Braille?
Okay, this is starting to take a dark turn. Let's move on.
Braille? How is Braille a dark turn?
I mean,
I guess if you're blind, that's not funny. Also, how do you know this?
Yeah, that's what I'm referring to.
I see.
It's not funny.
Well, that's what happens when I let you guys just kind of talk on autopilot. Just sort of go into these weird tangent places. And it's like,
So what are we working on today, Rodolus?
we're working on. Can you see my? Well, I guess you can't see it because I'm not sharing it. Would you like it if I shared my screen? I guess I could do that.
Yeah, sure.
Eat up. Still working on this character because I kind of stopped after last time, and then I went into hibernation and didn't finish it. But the goal today is to rig him with the bones that he needs. I'm rigging him for VR chat, so currently right now I'm looking at some tutorials. I should have done this before, whatever. To figure out how I'm supposed to do that, what the bone nomenclature is supposed to be, so I can get that figured out. Because making the bones will not be difficult. It's very simple. It's just, what do they have to be called in order for VR chat to read them as the bones are supposed to be? And
proper naming.
So like I'm looking at finger mappings. I could share my screen where that is located.
You are though.
I am sharing my screen, but on the stream. Hang on, let me just be outright with what I'm saying. Let me share with you the.
I just want you to mute these again for again this Jurassic Park concept art.
No, please stop.
It's so bad.
And the arts itself is good. It's just the concept that it stands for is not, which is an interesting thing to think about. Anyway, hang on just a second while I bring up another window. This window shall be the internet window.
Rodalus, it's not Rodalus. It is not the evening. This is an afternoon stream. Your tweet says "Good evening, everyone." You need to delete it and then re-upload.
That's not happening.
Afternoon, evening, same thing.
Hey man,
Because it's afternoon, so is the evening. It's also afternoon.
Hey, he's got a point. You gotta listen to him, but he's got a point. That's a good point. See, that's what I like to see. I like to see Rocket Pal.
People defending you.
Yeah, defending my arguments, even though I didn't make them.
But it's not like we call morning before noon.
No,
but it's still
no one calls
afternoon.
No one calls any part of the day
is still
before
afternoon.
noon. It is morning,
because it's
then
after the point of noon.
Then afternoon. Afternoon and this whole evening concept, I don't know who came up with that, but it's like unnecessary because morning doesn't need another partition. It's just morning.
If there was a phrase that says before noon and it's morning, then they would both be the same thing.
Hey, what are you doing?
Why do we have afternoon and evening?
Doing a stream today, my friend. Just chilling with some people on Discord, working on a model.
So, afternoon, what would you consider the evening to be if you were to
What's
start?
up with you, man?
Afternoon, it's still afternoon.
So 12:01 is the evening, aka night?
That's just
that's afternoon.
What the?
It's still afternoon. Evening is still past noon. So it's considered afternoon.
But evening is like night.
Well, here's
So
the
it's
thing.
like-
What exactly is evening? What determines evening? Because evening is not night. Night is night. Night is the sun is down and it's just everything's like dark out. Evening is like starts at maybe 4 or 5, but then that's also afternoon. So like, what is evening?
Friggin' English.
English is a little bit of a jip. It's kind of like a language designed for you to deceive people in.
So that's just a theory. An evening theory.
An eve
Thanks
theory.
for watching.
Thanks for
An
watching.
English theory.
And get off my website.
And you're kicked.
And banned.
And that was
And
just a
banned.
theory. An English theory. Get out of my house.
You know that class exists. Let's see.
You failed my class.
Good. No one's watching, as expected, because I don't stream enough. Let's see here.
I failed. What class is this? Theories? Philosophy?
Stuff about English.
Hypotheses.
Hypothesis. Mega Man.
Hypothesis?
This is a Mega Man theory. Or class.
Hyper go on thesis?
I see you're one of those people that pronounces it hypothesis.
Hyper go on thesis?
I don't actually call it a hypothesis. I call it hypothesis. Mainly because I guess in that text, hypo means under or less than, so hypo and the thesis, whatever. You know what? I'm not gonna go there because once again, that's not funny. It's boring.
I call it hyper go on thesis.
What other kind of theory could you go on?
I remember there was a friggin' I had a teacher that was just straight up like, we should bring back we should change the English language where it's like, we don't you don't say I went, you say I goed. I go to the store.
I go to bed.
I go to bed. Finger mappings.
I go to
Spine
bed.
hierarchy.
It's like, would went be would be the English language breaking its friggin' like rules, right? Because you have because you say what is it? I went to the store, but it's like, oh, I ran, I went, but then it's like, yeah, other words that end with like the ed sort of ending. It's like, what's what?
English language is very complicated.
It is. How do you name bones in VR chat?
I feel bad for anyone that has to try to learn our language. It's like, again, it's one of those obvious things where it's like, obviously we learn, like, we know English, we were raised on it, it was
Raised on
instilled
it,
in our brains.
Englishski.
But it's like,
Sure, that's good, I
friggin',
guess.
like, what would be like one of the easier languages to learn, like, relative to us, because apparently we're very difficult.
Mandarin. Most likely.
What's Mandarin?
It's a dialect of Chinese. It's one of the hardest languages to learn once you get to a certain age.
Japanese is a bit difficult because there's like 3 different alphabets.
I suppose and so. Alright. So that's what I'm looking for right now. Up above me is a page. All
From what I
text.
know, Spanish is pretty similar to English in terms of its language.
It's a romantic language, so yeah, most Romance languages are close to each other. Wow, the fact that
I would assume so.
Yeah,
You can't exactly be intimate without being close.
That's good. That's you do good. You do good. But it's better than my joke, so I don't like it now, and I'm mad at you.
So why?
You're on my list. Rocket
I'm on
Hop,
your hit list.
you're on my.
I'm gonna kick you from the server. Why? For being better than me.
I don't like it. If this dude starts
How
modeling
dare
and
you.
it gets better than me, I'm not happy with it. Okay, let's see here. Double bone structure.
That's why I was about to kick Metal Nux from the server. His Omega was too good.
I never. What we weren't talking about? It's fine, Metal Nux. No, I don't know what Cryo was saying. I mean, what? Model history.
Let's see, like,
I mean, what middle next?
what is it? Like, why is it called a Romance language? Like French, Spanish.
Roman.
What other Romance languages?
It's Latin, so it's Latin based.
Oh.
So Roman in that way. That's what Romance
Oh,
is.
okay.
Yeah.
So the actual word romance, it's not at all connected.
No.
Then why? What the frick?
I don't know. Blame, I don't know, the English or whoever came up with that. Because English is like a mixture of Latin and German, so it's like got those kind of things mixed into it. It's a Romance language and it's a Germanic language at the same time.
Saying that Are you saying that Germans can't be romantic?
They're too efficient. That's the joke, right? Romance is inefficient. We've cut it out of our culture entirely. That's the
Yeah,
stereotype.
that was a recent thing that happened in February, since we had to distance ourselves from everyone else.
Oh, right.
Why
It was
not?
Valentine's Day.
Oh yeah. I thought you were talking about the coronavirus for a hot second. I'm like,
It was
what?
double entendre type of thing. You gotta dig into the deeper meaning, man. You gotta get deep in there, you know what I'm saying, and figure it out. You gotta get behind the codes, man. They put these codes together to confuse your mind.
Germany was like, all right, romance is efficient. We're gonna be cut it from our culture entirely. That's why when the coronavirus hit, nobody got affected because no one's close to each other.
Working on importing Blender model, I could create an armature from scratch, but at the same time, it wouldn't complete it. Is there one that I could use, modify, get started?
How many countries were even? Is there any country in the world right now that has not been affected by the coronavirus at all? Let's see.
Antarctica is not a country, but I suppose they're fine there. but every single country in the world has been affected by it because it is a pandemic, which is what that means.
Isn't that because it's not able to handle cold temperatures?
Literally nothing is able to handle the temperatures of Antarctica. That's why almost nothing lives there except for penguins and leopard seals. And like every other dumb animal that decided, you know what, cold is good, I like it here.
Would penguins be able to live in warmer temperatures?
No, they can. There's penguins on the Cape. There's penguins on the Cape of Africa, on the southern part of Africa, like the tip. They live there. They live all over. They call them jackass penguins because they always on the beach making noise. Going, they're awful, apparently. They're like, but they can live in warmer climates. They just live there because they do. I don't know. The idea was why the penguins are there. What advantages they have. I guess there's less predators. Nothing's out there trying to eat them except for, I suppose, Arctic skua. But like, and leopard seals, and killer whales, which go everywhere and eat everything in the water because they're mammalian sharks practically.
What you're saying is, in order to stop the coronavirus, we need to send the world into a second ice age.
Yes, actually. So we need to stop burning fossil fuels and then move the Earth
further
from the sun. And I propose we do that with a gigantic rocket that would probably spew more fossil fuels into the atmosphere, so that wouldn't necessarily help. I don't know.
We should take the planet Earth
and move it somewhere else! If you VR SDK for Unity, you can import the example avatar from it into Blender.
How many people would it take to push the Earth? I'm pretty sure if
it wouldn't matter how many people, because you can't push something that you are standing on top of. You're a part of the system. This is something you learn in physics if you took that class in high school instead of all those art classes.
We haven't learned any physics.
You don't have a physics class? You know what? I didn't have a physics class either in high school. In fact, the only reason I took a physics was a conceptual physics class, so it wasn't like really high tier stuff. It was just basic. Here's how rocks and stuff work. It was like this.
Rodolus, would you say you have a basic understanding of theoretical physics?
No, I mean I have a theoretical understanding of basic physics.
I'm sorry, Rodolus. Well, I'm sorry, Rodolus, and that means you just cannot understand Rick and Morty. I'm sorry.
I guess that's what that means. But no, like, so I took that class, right, and we're learning all that kind of stuff about systems.
Yeah.
And yeah. So if everyone on the planet Earth could not move the planet Earth because, well, we are on the planet Earth, we'd have to be outside of it somehow in order to move it. But then it's so massive, you would still be a part of its system the minute you touched it because you'd be pulled down by its gravity. You'd have to be larger than the Earth in order to move it. Or you'd have to do something, because, like, people have... Oh, there's, like, that movie that's on Netflix. It's this Chinese-made movie about turning the planet into a big ship, which technically is possible by putting a bunch of thrusters on the planet Earth and having them shoot up into the sky in order to move it. Change its orbit and stuff like that. But obviously it's a fantasy film, even though it's sci-fi. You're not doing that.
My geometry teacher in high school was basically, here's a textbook, learn it yourself.
Oh no. That's not how you learn a textbook.
Aside from give us tests.
I love the idea of like someone giving you a textbook, so like I have no context for any of this. This book is a bunch of knowledge that I've never heard before. What is this? How am I supposed to learn?
That's basically how it was.
Oh no. Like, I had teachers, I just do not like geometry. I did not ever like geometry, and when they started teaching me trigonometry, I'm like, I hate this even more! Because before you were trying to tell me to prove that a square was a square, I'm like, it's a square. Why is it a square? Look, it's got 4 sides, 4 angles. That's what Sesame Street taught me. What do you mean there's more? They said if it's got 4 sides and 4 angles, it's a square. Like, what
but how much of a square is it?
Is it a rectangular shape? Well, some of the sides are different length. And, oh, how do I know the lengths are the same? Well, they look the same. I mean, a rectangular proof? Why? Why do I have to prove what I'm looking at is the thing that it is?
Why do I need to notice the flip burgers?
Guys,
because that's
guys.
Oh,
prove.
It'll help you know whether or not you're working at Wendy's or Burger King. This
It's
burger
like,
is a
guys,
square. How can you tell? You've got to prove
could
it.
probably help you with that a bit because you know the angle of how it would fall when you flip it.
Yeah, it's like, guys, prove that this burger is a perfect square. Why does it matter? Because Wendy's.
Because it's Wendy's, yeah.
You work at Wendy's. This ain't no McDonald's. This ain't no
Dude,
In-N-Out. It ain't Five Guys. You see 5 guys in here? There's 12 guys in here.
See, what you don't know about Wendy's is that not only are their burgers look like squares, not only do they look like squares, but they are perfect squares. Every single one of them, they have to.
Love that. If that was just the conceit of Wendy's, like we make perfect square burgers. Mathematically and scientifically perfect down to the millimeter. Can you tell me any other burger chain out there doing that? No! You know why? Because they have better things to do. No!
Freaking Wendy's.
They're not perfect.
Because this is our gimmick.
It's our gimmick. Square burgers. Because we decided, why do they have to be round? It's like, well, probably for packing reasons.
And then once we realized that nobody cared about our square burgers anymore, we started being jerks on Twitter.
You know, when people stop caring about the fact that your burger is square, you got to do something to gen up publicity. One of those things is to deny access to bike riders to our freaking drive-thru during a coronavirus. No one can get into our dining area, but you cannot ride a bike through our drive-thru. That's not allowed.
You see, that's our new gimmick.
Our new gimmick is no one's allowed to ride a bike through our drive-thru. Well, what if I don't have a car? Well, I guess you can't have Wendy's. Guess you're gonna die. Well, not die.
It's like, I think somebody goes to Wendy's starving to death, and then they're like, "Oh, well, you're not in a car." Sorry.
I have money to pay. Who can't? Screw your money. This is not about money. This is about pride. Our pride. You need to get a car. We don't serve bikers.
I still find it stupid that those people did not serve you.
No, they did. They just said, "We'll do it this time." I'm like, I'm not ever coming back. Not even when the COVID thing is over. I'm never coming back. How about that? Because you guys made me mad. I wasn't that mad. It was just like, come on now.
It's like,
I was able to go to the Burger King, no problem. But these guys are like,
it's like,
sir, this
like,
is a Wendy's.
Do you think my money is contaminated because it hasn't been in the backseat of my car for 24 days?
Like these fries that I got from you guys last time, I didn't eat them. My eyes were too big for my stomach. I was like, oh wow, Wendy's is open. But yeah, I was able to go to Taco Bell, and you know, it was a great thing. I got all the burritos that I wanted, and I put them right into my little bike's what's it called? My little saddle bag, and I was able to take that home. It was beautiful. No one had any problem with it, because why should you have a problem with it? Your dining room is closed. I can't walk in.
Can you think of a possible reason, like, as to why? Like, any possible reasons as to why they did not want to serve you?
I don't think there's a practical reason. Like, it would make sense if this was normal times and I would be, therefore, blocking the drive-thru area with my bike. But since everyone's driving up and there's nowhere else for me to go in order to come into your store, I can't walk in. I guess I could get a Grubhub order, but why would I do that when I can ride out there and get it myself? I don't have to wait. And also I can get a little bit of exercise before I chow down on a freaking double-stack square burger. I just think that they should think of the customer more, you know? Think about the little guy.
So
while you,
so what you're saying is you want so you want friggin' Tobey Maguire to be the pizza man, and you want Tom Holland to be the Wendy's delivery boy.
I don't want any of those things because I don't really get deliveries a lot. I'd much rather go and get it myself, mainly because I don't know.
I remember one time me and my cousin were at the house alone while watching my younger cousin, his sister, and we were just like, all right, we were trying to get stuff to eat. And then, like, my cousin pulls up, like, this app or whatever, and he's like, all right, we could try getting this. Like, he tried ordering a pizza to multiple different places, and either A, they were out, they wouldn't pick up, or C, they just, like, this would not work, no matter how many times he would try. So he's like, all right, screw it. Just went to McDonald's, and we just ordered some food. And, like, honestly, it was the first time I ever, like, had anything from McDonald's delivered to my house. So when it happened, it freaked me out. I'm like, this feels wrong.
Who in the world is actually using Discord for their online online classes. That was just like, I know they did that, but like, who cares about that?
Like the fact that McDonald's has been delivering for years. So,
How do you do it?
is McDonald's not fast food? That's not fast.
No, McDonald's is just, it's more of one of those options when I'm hungry and it's midnight and I'm like, I can't go anywhere else because everyone else
I don't feel like waiting anymore.
And I just go out to the McDonald's and I go like, hey, you guys got them apple pies? I wonder if they're still, I don't think they're doing the breakfast thing anymore. I should ask, like, hey, you guys got those breakfast meal boxes that we used to do?
Wait, what are you talking about?
McDonald's pancake breakfast option where you go and you buy those.
Oh yeah, they still do that.
I guess so, because they just put it in the microwave. It's not like they actually prepare it, so it's under plastic. I just don't think I don't think that would go home well in my saddlebag. Probably get all jumbled up, which would be no good.
Yeah, I'm gonna hop off for a bit. I need to get my shower.
All right, get a shower. I took a shower. It was great.
Go clean your filthy skin.
Get your body out of the dirt that it's in, that it created. Okay. I guess I could do that. I don't have the SDK for Unity, but I guess I could download that.
So yeah. So what do you think the reason is for why they didn't serve you? I'm trying to think of an actual reason because obviously it's not practical.
I don't know. I've thought about it and I was like, I think it's probably just an old rule, and they were still thinking in that old way. They're not thinking about how things are now. And they're like, hey man, we usually don't allow that. It's like, yeah, well, usually you let people come inside. Usually let people come inside your dining room and order and they can go sit down, but that's not happening anymore, and nor would I expect you to do that. So, like, your reasons, I can't tell you what to do because I'm not in charge of the store or anything. But, you know, like, I'm not going to come back because I'm done with that. Dynamic bone limits?
Your ice filled drinks.
How do I bring in that?
That is one thing that I don't like about this. There's to fill the friggin' cups with ice.
Yeah.
So much ice.
Oh no, I don't like that. That's why I much rather walk in so I can decide how much ice is gonna be in my drink. Not you filling it up to the brim with ice and then giving me 2 ounces of drink. So now I got a cup of ice. Thank you very much. I guess you're looking after my health because of other reasons. I haven't actually gotten anything done. We've just been talking. Is anyone here in the thing? No.
I think Katon might be here.
Maybe. We got 2 concurrent viewers, but they're most likely me twice. That's okay. Humanoid must have a head, hands, bones, feet mapped. So I guess you just named them this. I was wondering.
What is it? Friggin' McDonald's, okay, so McDonald's, but what would you say is your favorite out of all of those fast food chains?
I guess Wendy's, mainly because I can't get access to In-N-Out anymore, so Wendy's is that fallback position. I have never had In-N-Out Burger. That's a.
I don't think I've ever had or seen an In-N-Out Burger.
Yeah, no, it's a southwestern fast food chain, so it's in California and I think Texas, and maybe some in Nevada. They're not.
So
out
it's nowhere around where we are.
Yeah, it's regional. So that's what I have fond memories of it. It's a great place to get burgers and that kind of stuff. But yeah, you've never had one. Not until they move out to New York, which they probably won't do because they usually don't have stores located anywhere outside of the range of their delivery trucks because they never freeze their meat. And I guess Wendy's technically doesn't either, so I guess whatever they do, Wendy's has a bigger supply chain or something because they haven't expanded that far. They might just be a smaller group, a smaller chain. World's 2-factor authentication.
Arby's.
Yeah, rig requirements.
I see Rotolis isn't an Arby's,
I guess I just call it head. I don't go to Arby's. I mean, I've only been once and I didn't like what I had, so I've just never gone again. I think it was some sort of beef sandwich. I'm like, nah, never mind. I'm good. Thank you, but no. You Unity document. Unity will flag your humanoid rig configuration if it does not meet the mezzanine. The mess. You probably mean medium, but no one.
What about what is it
Oh,
like? What about like Dairy Queen, the ice cream fast food equivalent?
I haven't been to Dairy Queen in a long time. I don't remember.
I think the last time I've been to Dairy Queen was like 4 or 5 years ago.
So I guess that's what I need to do. I need to get this and put it into the thing. Requirements for a humanoid. Please read the familiar. Okay. Configuring avatars.
What about just like restaurants, like either local places or just like in general? Who's your favorites?
I think I've already said Wendy's. I don't. I guess locally there's
I don't mean like fast food or whatever. I mean like actual like sit down, eat food.
Or like IHOP. Fan of Denny's. I haven't really gone to a lot of sit down places that are just that aren't like special. So like I don't typically go there, so I can't say it's my favorite. They're delicious, right? But I don't go. I guess Fogo de Chão, really nice. I don't know if you've ever been there. It's like a steakhouse, but they just kind of keep parading meat around, and they just like, hey, you want some of this? Like, yeah, sure. They just slice it off the thing and give it to you. Fogo de Chão is great. I wish I could go more often. It's expensive and also not great for you if you just eat steaks every night. So, no. King Pollo, I just recently discovered, is like a Mexican food restaurant just down the street from my home. It is delicious. They have very generous portions. You can still go in there and get stuff, so that's also really cool. And I can get pupusas there and saltados. Really tasty, really good stuff. You should check it out if you're in Maryland and somewhere, because I don't think they're a very large chain either. They might be a single store location, but very good.
Yeah, I was gonna say that might be just in your hometown.
Yeah. So there's that, and then I guess I don't get out of it. I don't get out much. Like my sister and brother-in-law, they're always trying new places, and I'm like, I'll go to the grocery store.
Wait, hold
and just
on.
make my own food.
Rodalis, you don't get out much in 2020?
Yeah, most people ain't be getting that much. But even when I could, I was like, I like to go to my favorite places, right? Rather than go everywhere. I guess when Qdoba was still here, I went there. And of course, fast food technically, because it's a lot like your Chipotle's and that kind of stuff. I like Chipotle. I'm pretty sure the Chipotle's still open.
I've never had a Chipotle. I don't think there's even one in my town.
Well, that's interesting. They're kind of all over the place, but they're pretty good. They make a lot of good. It's a Mexican food, Mexican grill. So they make a lot of that kind of stuff. I usually get the bowls. Used to get the burritos, and then I realized it's better to get a bowl. I can just slap the guacamole right there on top. It's just like, yeah. I mean, pretty much, you put guacamole in anything, I'm probably gonna enjoy it. Guacamole is delicious, especially when it's made right. Humanoid by default, avatar definition.
For me, there's like, what is it? There's like, between just pizzerias alone, there's like 3 to 5 different like choices that aren't like anything like Pizza Hut or Little Caesars or anything like that. There's way too many options on where to get pizza.
Putting humanoid animations, but I don't want to do that. I just want to set up an avatar. In some cases, you can change.
Like it's like if I'm feeling like thick pizza, I'll eat it here. If I feel like I'm eating anything else or whatever, I'll eat it here. It's like, oh man. Then there's like what is it? There was like a Friendly's like near my area, like an actual friggin' restaurant, and it shut down like a year or 2 ago, and it's so ominous.
Right. Hang on. Oh, why was I so afraid of this? This is not a problem. I know how to do this. I'm feeling stupid now. Errors. Importing the rig. Import messages.
What is it? There's also Buffalo Wild Wings. Those things are great.
Yeah.
See?
Okay. So I guess this is going to be something that I'm going to be doing in Unity, aren't I? Okay, then.
There used to be like a 50s diner or something like that around my area that was pretty nice, and then it shut down a few years ago. like a 50s diner.
I like those kind of like the vibe of those places. Very nice. Feels all kind of retro futuristic with the chrome on everything and the bars across the windows. Like, this is the future, you guys. Everything's gonna be sleek like a train. Everything's trains, man. Trains of the future. Trains that travel 50 miles an hour or whatever. I don't know.
Man, I've been on trains. They're not fun.
I've actually never been on like a legit train. I mean, I've been on some, I think, but it's been a while. Like maybe obviously the metro, it's a train technically, but it's not like one of those big old things that goes across the country. That would be kind of cool if they set it up like that. Like, hey man, just have like an electric train that goes across the country. It's like, no, it needs to run on diesel gas.
Friggin', I've had like I've been on a train like twice. Well, 4 times technically. But like, what is it? They're basically just planes, but slower, and that's it.
Like way slower. We're not even talking in the same ballpark. Like a train from New York to Maryland is gonna take a couple of hours. A plane from New York to Maryland, you're spending most of your time taking off and landing. You spend like 30 minutes in the air.
A train ride from my hometown here to New York City takes 7 to 8 hours.
That's insane. Considering that amount of time could be spent. Well, actually, you know what? It might be worth it if you're trying to save money, if it's cheaper, but I don't even know if it is for real. I remember taking a bus from Huntsville, Alabama up to Maryland, and that took like a day or two. And also buses, wow, man. I'm glad that I missed that era when it was a necessity to travel across the country via bus. It's freaking insane. It's just like, first of all, you have to wake up. They're gonna stop over like, hey man, we're gonna change buses now. You gotta get out of here. It's like, and then you're just sitting in one spot. You're on the highway traveling at normal speeds. I mean, the cool thing about it is you can go to sleep, and it doesn't matter if the driving is done by someone entirely different. I just hate waking up. I just hate waiting at the gates for buses. They stop you, stop, and then you gotta sit at the gate. Like, it's kind of like a little tiny airport, but it's like way cheaper, and you're like,
yeah.
just waiting for a bus to show up. It's like,
like man, what is it? Like, friggin', yeah, like like I'm practically on one end of the state and going to the other, which is New York. That's like 8 hours. So it's like, if I were going by plane, it would probably be like 2.
Hang on. Successful match. Okay. Sorry, I'm really trying to figure this thing out right now. Because this is gonna be the Achilles heel of this whole project. Is like, I've never really been sure about how I was gonna go about doing the rig for this character model. But the way it's looking, it's like, oh, you just put it into Unity, and Unity already understands how I make rigs. So I could just use one of the rigs I've been using. Though I won't. I will be better about that. It'll just be like a stripped down version that's better made for this. So rig tab. Just trying to make sure I do this right. I was trying to figure out if they had specific names for bones they needed, but honestly, they probably use the bones that you get from the character creator thing or the Rigify in Blender. So let me just do that. Yeah. Definitely yeah. Because what I need to spend my time doing today is not worrying about this exactly, but worrying about the weight painting, which is usually what takes most of the time. Avatar definition, choose. Okay. Create from this model. Create an avatar based on this model. Interesting. Generic animations. Do not use avatars like humanoid animations do, since skeleton can be arbitrary. You must specify which bone is the root node. The root allows Unity to establish consistency between animation clips for a generic model and blend properly between animations. You have not been authored. specify the root node. Okay, great. But what do I do if a character has a tail? And do I have to? I guess I have to create those animations myself. Is that the idea? Ugh. Max bone weight. Oh my gosh. Do I have to download something specifically for this? Oh, alright. Okay.
This is an icebreaker. Have you seen Scoob?
I have not. Apparently it's out, though. How is it?
It's nice.
Uh-oh. You were really excited for this movie. I'm hoping it didn't make you feel bad.
It didn't make me feel bad. It's just nice.
It's just nice. Okay. Whatever that means. It's like, it's kind of like the Sonic movie in that way. It's like, oh, okay. Y'all try it. Is that the idea?
No.
No. Wow, that's non-committal.
Well, no. I definitely feel like it's above average.
Right.
But I don't feel those feelings of, wow, this was really good.
Oh. Well, I'm sorry to hear that. Wait, I'll take
The animation is gorgeous. It is amazing looking.
Kind of expected it. This
like, but it's like the story and everything. Like the story is it's all right. It's all right.
Serviceable. Does
Yeah.
its job.
But the writing is kind of like it's either really good or just like.
I saw the movie. It existed.
It's never bad. It's never bad.
I'll have to ask Caton for his opinion whenever he shows up again in here. If he happens to see it, I don't even know if he did. Yeah, okay, here we go. On the rails, it's time to raise our sails. It's freedom like you never knew.
You were talking about Netflix earlier. That reminded me of the movie.
Oh, interesting. What about Netflix?
It's like when they're going through like the list of all the villains like evil deeds. It's like money laundering, blah blah blah, and it's like using his grandmother's Netflix account so he doesn't have to pay, like stealing her Netflix account. It's like what is it? It's like, and then like Daphne just goes, he doesn't pay for Netflix, and then Fred just goes, you have to pay for Netflix.
You have to pay for Netflix? What's this about? What? What? I never. Armature. Really? Didn't even give me. Oh, you know why? I didn't turn on Rigify. That's why. Oh, I forgot that's an option.
Like that. There were a lot of moments that made me smile, and there were like a lot of like. There were like a couple of laugh out loud moments in that movie. Like legitimately great, but like I don't feel like great is the best word to describe the movie. But I don't feel like it's like great isn't high enough, but good is too low. So it's just like,
how does okay feel? That feels lower than good, I guess.
It's not, yeah, right.
It's like it's okay. Good's too low. Great. It's par. It's average.
No, so par's too low.
Enjoyable.
It's enjoyable. That's why I say nice. It's a really nice movie.
I don't know. Nice and good. I don't know. Well, okay. Fair enough. It's a nice movie. So, it didn't... Excuse me. You weren't disappointed for the money spent or the time that you put into it.
I was glad I watched it. It was worth it. And it's just like... It specifically starts to get a little bit worse in the third act. Like the more the movie goes on, the lower it. Like, it never dips like drastically. It just becomes slightly more cliche. We're talking about the Scoob movie, Rocket Pal.
Yeah.
Have you seen the movie?
Nope.
Well, if if you're worried about spending money, I guarantee you it's on Kim Cartoon right now.
I don't know why you'd even bring that up. Okay. Cat's Blender plugin.
Come on, just start. Let's go. Just thinking about it. There's a freaking digital release.
Plugin.zip. Oh.
You think?
Oh, that's
You were talking about this. You were literally just talking about this last stream. You're gonna buy Scoop, and then you're gonna record it with OBS.
I was saying that was a positive. I didn't. Whatever. Do I have to buy this, or can I just get this for free? Do I have to pay for it? I'll pay for it if I have to, but I feel like I shouldn't. Because this is freaking. Wait a minute. Download.
You talk about.
There it is. No,
I just want to get it for free. Hold on, I'm just gonna check.
No.
I'm gonna check Kim Cartoon right now. If it's not up there, I'm gonna be surprised.
No, it's on there. I saw it. But I'm not planning on watching it at all, so I'm not even going to look at it there. I mean, you're telling me it's kind of okay-ish. I'm like, what's the point of watching it?
I'd say no. Like, I wouldn't say it's like not worth the watch. It is definitely worth watching. I would say watch it. I would recommend. It's even if like the movie as a whole is just kind of okay. Like the writing and every funny, it's really worth it.
It's every funny. Let's go ahead and do this real quick. I'm gonna go ahead and do a thing. I'm gonna do a thing, y'all.
Like this.
You can't see my screen, y'all.
This isn't even a friggin' spoiler. It's like it's like in the very beginning of the movie. And I think like there have been press releases about it and everything. Like friggin', what is it? Simon Cowell is a semi-major character in the movie.
The red herring bad guy, where people go like, "Oh, he's gonna be the bad guy," because why else would you have Simon Cowell in this movie? And then he's not.
No, he's not. He's just there.
Why do we have Simon Cowell in here like it's 2001 and people care about Simon Cowell?
I feel like it was a reference to Scooby-Doo's really random celebrity cameos.
Okay, I guess so. What was I looking for? Yeah. Let's install one.
I don't need you. You're not even remotely important.
Ooh. Install add-on, baby. Yeah.
Oh, yep, it's there. Okay. I'm not surprised.
What's happening? Why can't I? Oh, there it is. Like, why wouldn't it let me click on it? You guys can't see what I'm doing because I'm only sharing Blender. But I assure you, it's important. It's all very, very important. People care. Save preferences. There we go. And then let's also add Rigify here because I'm pretty sure I'm gonna need it.
Now that I'm thinking about the movie, I want to spoil so much. I haven't seen it, damn it.
Honestly, I'm just saying for the sake of people watching the stream who might want to watch it. I don't care. I'm not going to
Are you not interested in the movie?
Yeah, but still, I don't want you spoiling it on my airwaves.
Oh man, I would totally recommend. You should.
What if Rocket Pal wants to see it or something? I don't know. He appreciates animation.
Unlike Rotalus.
Is Rocket Pal still here? I think he left.
Yeah, I'm here.
Oh, never mind then.
Does Rocket Pal care about the Scoob movie?
I think it looks interesting in terms of the animation style.
Oh yeah, the animation is freaking gorgeous.
It's now in cats.
Friggin' like, oh, it's so good. It's so good. Like Dino Mutt in that movie is beautiful.
What in the flickety dick? Oh, those are the supporters. I was like, oh, that's cute.
You think Anonymous is a real person?
Eye tracking? Whoa! What? What? Wait. Is this the solution to all of my problems? Is this a way to just set up freaking rigs for VR chat? Wait. Welcome to VRCat. Please note this message board is not related to VRChat in any official manner. It's run entirely by the community and moderated by our community. Any content present that is not reviewed by VRChat, okay. Your use of the forums, blah blah blah. Cat's Blender plugin, a tool designed to shorten steps needed to import and optimize models into VRChat. Compatible models are MMD, X and whatever, Mixamo, Source Engine, Unreal, DAZ, Poser, Blender, Rigify. Okay, so it uses Rigify. Sims 2 Motion Builder. With Cats, it takes only a few minutes to upload your model into VRChat. All the hours long process of fixing your models are compressed into new functions. So if you enjoy how this plugin saves you countless hours of work, consider supporting us through Patreon. There are lots of perks like having your name inside the plugin. Features: optimizing your model with one click, creating lip syncing, creating eye tracking, automatic. Oh my god, I was worried about all of these things before. I'm so glad I found this VRCat. Maybe they'll even help me with other problems that I know I'm gonna have, like what was the other thing I think I'm gonna have an issue with? The tail. Like, how do you maybe creates animate? I don't think it does that. But it's okay if it doesn't. I don't need it to do that. I just need it to work. So if that's what it does, then I'm just gonna create the rig for this character model and then let this thing do all the other stuff that I need to do. Okay, cool. What were you guys saying? You were talking. I'm sorry.
I was gonna say, like, thinking about it, like, one thing that I didn't like about Scoot, probably my least favorite thing, was the overabundance of pop culture references and sort of that sort of thing.
Hey man, pop culture references ensure that your movie's gonna be timeless, right? That it'll never get old and people will always understand it. Oh my goodness, this is like God.
The thing, it's right like now. There were a lot of pop culture references. I'm conflicted on it though, because I don't like how many there are, and I don't like them being there in the first place, for the most part. But like, a lot of it is like the writing and the jokes that they have with, because pretty much every pop culture references is like accompanied by some sort of a joke or reference or something like that. But like, what is it? Like, all the pop culture references, or at least most of them in that movie, definitely not all, but most, are actually kind of alright. Like, they're not bad. But it's like, I don't like how many there are.
Yeah. Code contributors. Tries to completely fix your model with one click. Imports model. Okay, fix model. Fixes your model automatically, reparenting bones, removing unnecessary bones, and renaming and translating objects and bones. Okay, start pose mode. Pose to shape key.
I do find it funny how much I was complaining about Fred not having the ascot though. Because I got it best.
Yeah. Any movies you've seen recently, Rocket Pal, that you may have seen in common with Cryo? Because I feel like this is a conversation that only Cryo can have.
The only movies I've seen recently is probably the Sonic movie.
You both watched the Sonic movie.
Well, what do we think of the Sonic movie?
Let's bring that up. That's a relevant topic. Well, you see, I don't like what they did with the new design. I think they should have kept the original. I think that was a more complex, like a realistic look for a hedgehog.
It was a lot more realistic, which means that my high school art teacher would have loved it.
High school art teacher would have loved it. The characters' design, I think, suffered from too little realism. I think what they should have done is they should have gone for no shoes. He's a hedgehog. What is he using shoes for? Also, why is he so fast? Also, why is he so big? Also, how come he's blue? They should have just taken Sonic the Hedgehog, stripped him down to the bare basics, and then he just would have been a real hedgehog sitting in the middle of the road, walking at about maybe 3 miles an hour at top speed. And I think that would have been a much more entertaining movie.
What would have made it more realistic is if he had made little hedgehog noises, but we could communicate to the hedgehog using like space technology.
There would have been like a maybe the
tries to save the turtle. He gets wrong.
He gets run over. The turtle lives. But Sonic comes back, see, because he's a video game character. He's got lives. They could have done something like that. Maybe he's a magical regular hedgehog with regular hedgehog abilities, but he can't die.
Sir, wouldn't lives be like unrealistic if you could just get revived from the dead? It's like, you may be right about that, but in order to make this movie happen, I'm gonna need to get all the way off my back about this one. Okay, I'll get off that thing then.
Excellent, brilliant. But the thing is, like, I think more realistic hedgehog physics, you know, better lighting, and his eyes shouldn't be green. He shouldn't be able to talk. He shouldn't be able to run fast. He should be a realistic hedgehog. That's what I want in my kids movie for children. When I go in there and there's like 10,000 kids around me, I need to take solace in the fact that at least that hedgehog is a realistic hedgehog, and nothing like the video game character. Because video games,
realistic.
These kids need to learn from an early on. They need to learn early on, like I did. Video games aren't real.
I feel like they could. I feel like they could really bring in a more mature and even a larger child audience, even, because like if they made it more realistic, kids would have wanted to see it more. Just like Jon Favreau said, kids don't like cartoons.
Kids hate cartoons. They only like 3D representation of cartoons. It needs to be 3D, otherwise they hate it. That's what his kids told him, and his kids are like 42 years old. I don't know.
I can't wait for Bimbo to crash and burn.
Venmo?
Bimbo. Do you not know what Bimbo is?
I don't think I do.
Jon Favreau's Bimbo. You don't know the remake?
Oh, Bambi. Jon Favreau's doing that one? Of course he is.
Yes.
Like, hey, you're doing everything else. Why don't you do this too? That's not going to be a strain on your time and resources, right? That'll be okay. We get one talented person every couple of generations here at Disney, and then we run them into the ground.
Exactly. That's what you got to learn about the Disney Corporation. They're not creatively free place where you get to achieve all of your creative ambitions. They squeeze you dry for everything that you're worth, even if you don't want to do it.
Oh no! There's people in the chat. People are typing. Oh.
Let me open the chat.
I am so sorry, you guys. I didn't realize anyone was here. Holy crap! Hey, how's it going, Professor Q? Josh Simonson? Oh my lord.
How much have I missed?
There's like...
I haven't had the chat open.
Hello, nerds. Nerds! Wait. Was my text removed? So, can anyone see my text at all? Joshua Simonson. Hey there. Hello. Hi there. There. Mickey Mouse Club greeting. You're as welcome as can be to VPL, can't you see? I can see that. Yeah, you can see the message that you sent me. I just shared that. Oops. Anyway. Also, why is that visible? Oopsie.
Oh no. Well.
Anyway, back to work.
Now you know. Well, now you know you're being heard.
Well, I'm very sorry, because when I was first looking over in the chat, there was no one there, so I was just like, we're just going to have one of these VPL where I just sit here and I talk to my friends and no one else. But I'm glad that you have joined. Hi. Welcome to the Variable Productivity Livestream. I am your host, Rodalus. The 2 is silent. And with me today is Cryogenic Drawer and your boy, Rocket Pow. The exclamation point and the capitalization of the PAL part of his name are silent. So we just call him Rocket. Not confusing at all. Actually, Rocket's still here. He's just listening to us waffle on
about
crazy stuff.
Now it's time for you all to get spoiled for Scoob. No.
Cryo has begun his, he's in love with the Scoob. Let me go ahead and minimize this.
I'm not in love with Scoob. I just said it's a nice movie.
So I was looking up ways to rig the model for Professor Q, because I was like, for the longest time, it's been an albatross around my neck. How am I supposed to rig this model? I don't know. Rig it for VR chat.
Friends? PJ says friends? Aren't we all your friends?
Well, you know what I mean, PJ. You're my friends, but then these are my friends. And then, it's like it's a community. It's like circles inside of circles. Everyone's in the circle, but not everyone's in as deep.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
Rodolus is
saying?
like, yeah, guys, you guys are my friends, but these guys here, these are my real friends.
Think about Beelzebub in the ninth circle of hell. That's where we are right now. Me, Cryo, I'm eating the head of Katon or something like that. I don't know why I use that as an analogy. Dante's Inferno. I wanted to prove I was
Oh
smart.
no, Rodolus! Someone's gonna put that on context, probably Katon specifically, and he's gonna ruin your career within 20 years.
Oh, in 20 years, it doesn't matter. I'll be rich by then, and I can just say, I don't know what he's talking about. I had no relations with any of those people. I don't know them. I've never heard of a Katon
I'm
Uchiha
just playing Super
4525.
Smash Bros. Ultimate on my Nintendo Switch.
Always, only ever playing that. Anyway, I just downloaded this cool thing called VR Cat, or Cat's Blender plugin, that allows you to expedite the process of creating your thing. Cute friends, aren't we all your friends? Levels of friends, not
I
even
think I've tried using
Beelzebub.
that. I think I've tried using that once.
You have? Did it work?
Yeah. I never fully finished it.
Okay, well, we're going to find out today on Variable Productivity Livestream. So first thing I think I need to do is actually create the rig for this character. Now, for the longest time, I've just been reusing the same rig over and over again because it was easy to do that. But I think what I should do in this case is start with a basic rig and then try to modify it using these tools up here on the from this thing that I just downloaded. I'm going to do that primarily because it's more important to create a rig right now from scratch so that I can kind of get my head around it. Because I got a few things that I got to figure out. First of all, the body. We're going to use two different bodies. One with the bare belly like this, and the other one he's going to be wearing the little black suit thing. A little bodysuit. And of course, we're going to rig the whole thing, and then we're going to make a copy of that model. And then we're going to change the color scheme on it so it'll then be the black bodysuit. So we'll have the same model, but we'll just do it twice. That way, Professor Q can choose which model he wants to have in VR chat. I don't know exactly if that's how that works, but we're going to figure it out from that point. Having two models, but they'll both have the same rig, and they'll both basically work the same way. The cops are coming for Rodolus. No, not this time. I'm good today. I paid my cop tax, if you know what I mean.
Not this time. I learned how to escape the cops. Do you think my name is Rodolus? It's not even Jonathan.
In any case, then I'm going to be rigging his head and ears, and the head, of course, is going to have the same rig as everything else. It's just I'm going to rig those things last because I'm not going to have to replace that ever. It's just going to be the same head. Maybe his ears, of course, are also going to be an interesting challenge. But after I do that, my goal is to basically set up the rig to work with VR chat. If I can do that right here in Blender, then that's going to be excellent, rather than me having to open up Unity and figure that kind of stuff out. So yeah, that is the goal. That is what I'm going to be doing this wonderful Sunday. So I was looking at some things online, which is why it took a little bit. I was sort of like in my own world. Cryo was talking about what Cryo wanted to talk about, and all that kind of stuff. I just needed to make sure.
Rodolus, why would you refer to me in the third person? I don't like that very much.
Oh, you see, there's a difference because I'm not talking directly to you. I'm talking to other people about you. See, when I'm like, what does Cryo think about that? I'm not asking I would then be asking somebody else, but it would be dumb if you were in the room, right? Because that's what that sounds like. If I'm trying to directly refer to you, what does Cryo think about that? First of all, people do it, sure, but I don't like the way that sounds, and that's why I always get on your back about you referring to me in the third person when you're talking to me. I don't refer to myself in the third person. Why should you, is my question.
He's so mad!
I'm not mad! Everything's fine! Don't make me hit you again. Okay, I don't hit people. I'm kidding. Alright, let's go ahead and do this. I'm gonna add that rig now. Armature.
People don't know if my crow laugh is me laughing or if it's me screaming in pain.
Oh, that's interesting. Animals? Oh, wow. Is there like basic quadruped, basic human meta rig?
Don't make me hit you again. What do you mean? I mean hit you digitally.
Hit you with them digitals.
It's called a cancellation.
Basic human meta rig. What's a
It's a
human
very
rig?
intense poke.
Undocumented operator. What's a human
Alright,
meta
guys,
rig look like for this
alright,
thing?
guys, today our tutorial is going to be how to dislike a Twitter post. So, first thing you're going to want to do is
I don't want
go to that Twitter post and go to the user that made that tweet. And then what you're going to want to do is try to find out any certain personal information you can find on that person and try to find deep down any sort of horrible thing they may have said in the past 10 years. Or if it's even earlier than that, good. That makes it even better. So what you're going to do is take that thing that they said, either take it horribly out of context or try to take the context that
There we
original
go.
tweet was made in, and don't take into account the person that person had later become in the future. Just assume that the person that they were 10 years ago is exactly the same person they are now, no matter how terrible what they may have been. So, what you're going to want to do is take that and spread it across the internet and make it seem as horrible as possible. Spread it to like every single large, like your entire following, and make sure it like becomes #1 on trending overnight. Make sure you can get as close to that goal as possible. And
I
then
think we'll have to follow up on another video in order to do that step.
Yeah, there's gonna be a new video. I think like once you get the first part, then we're gonna have to kind of cut it short. Just saying. Just having some thoughts on that. That's all. Let's see here. Gonna make this thing come to the front. Oops. Oh,
how does Rodolus go about canceling somebody on Twitter?
So, hey guys, it's your boy Rodolus here. We're going to be canceling some people. For example, Cryogenic Drawer. We're going to go ahead and go into the deep past of Cryogenic Drawer, when he was once Cryogenic Gamer. We're going to take a look at some of those videos he made for YouTube. Alright, follow me. Let's find some videos from Cryogenic Gamer before he decided to lie to the whole world. You see, oftentimes you change your YouTube name when you have something to hide. And that's what we're going to go ahead and find today. What Cryogenic Gamer has to hide. If his channel still exists, and if it does, then we're on to something, you guys. Cryogenic Gamer. That's probably not it. Here it is. He still calls himself Cryogenic Gamer, though he insists I call him Cryogenic Drawer. We don't know what that's about. You can change your YouTube name. It's not impossible. This is his old avatar, you guys. Sonic Shoes Raichu. And that's what I still see him as, even though he's changed. It looks like he's wearing glasses, doesn't it? He's not wearing glasses. That's just Cryogenic Drawer's art style. Alright. Here's an 11-month-old stream.
That friggin' art style.
My God. Okay, I now have to clear my stuff out. My dog is barking. I hate this. Okay.
He hates dogs, everybody, ladies and gentlemen. Cryogenic Drawer Gamer Pikachu Face hates dogs. Okay, also he streams from his PlayStation like some sort of Neanderthal. He doesn't use OBS or respect the internet. He doesn't respect you. That's what I've got to say. Cryogenic Drawer Gamer Pikachu Dog Hater is canceled. Thank you very much for coming to my TED Talk.
I thought you were just about to be like, Cryogenic Gamer is a simp?
You're not even on simp level, man. Do you know why royals refer to themselves in the third person? Referring to yourself in the third person is viewed as pretentious and incorrect grammar, says PJ Squared. Alright. So now that that's over, we'll see what people think of that crazy tirade I just went on. We're gonna get back to work, because you came here to watch me make models. I hope. Not cancel my friends online.
Everyone, I just want to make it abundantly clear that I do not hate dogs as of May 17, 2012.
He changed his position on dogs. I've changed my position on dogs. They're now cute, sweet, adorable, and must be protected. Please like me again.
After a decent talk with my agent.
after a conversation with my agent and publicist.
Here's the thing. I used to be more of a cat person, but due to recent events that were definitely not caused by Rodolus 2, I've now changed my position on dogs and now believe that they are amazing.
Yeah. Let's see here. Bone groups. Okay. No. Why can't I remember for the life of me how to make a darn thing front? Oh, in front. Okay. It's time to start moving around these leggings. Yeah. Woo! Haha! Yeah! Woohoo!
Well, it's official. I'm canceled.
Cryo's been canceled. Ooh! Cryo's over. It's a party. He can't go outside anymore, or he'll be stoned.
Cryo is over party.
Yeah, Cryo's over party.
He's over party.
I'm not going to do any of the stuff that I usually do for this kind of thing. I'm going to try to make this as VR chat friendly as possible.
I never thought it would be over like this.
Yeah, right? One minute. Oh, like that song, Strange Things. I was on top of the world, living high. Losing out of my pocket. I was living the life. Things were just the way they should be. If I'm out of the sky like a bomb, comes some little punk with a rocket. All of a sudden, some strange things are happening to me. Yeah. I had friends.
So, fallen, or not fallen, wow.
Whoa.
Force of habit, I apologize.
The only person you talk to online. What's up?
Rodolus.
Yes.
I just wanted to ask you, now that I'm canceled, follow-up tutorial, how do you uncancel yourself? What do you do once you get canceled?
Well, the jury's still out on what you can actually do to save face after you have been canceled by the community, because usually the community is rather apathetic and does not care about anyone unless they make them mad. And they definitely aren't interested in redemption. So, it's kind of impossible. So, largely what you do after you've been canceled is you ignore it. Just pretend it didn't happen. Go about your life. What can these people do to you? You're online. They can't touch you. You just do what you were gonna do regardless, and then eventually they'll forget, because internet outrage is fleeting and most of the time meaningless. So, especially if it wasn't about anything, you're not like a racist or a crazy Nazi person, you can probably just sort of shrug it off.
Well, Rodolus, you just made the entire world believe that I hate dogs.
It's a tough spot to get yourself out of, but hating dogs really isn't as bad as it seems to be. Let me delete these, I don't need these bones. You see, everyone's found themselves in a situation where they've kind of been less than happy with their dog when it messes the carpet, chews up their shoes, goes around and pulls up all the weeds in your lawn when you were like, hey, I wanted those weeds in my lawn. Come on, dog, what's wrong with you? So everyone can relate to being less than super hype about dogs. So if you make yourself a more relatable individual and say, hey, my dog was making a lot of noise just then, and I was hoping that he would stop making that noise, I think you can really bring people around to your side. But you didn't hear that from me.
Wait, Rodolus, did you just say that my dog should stop making all of his noise?
Well, you can ask it politely.
Wait, Rodolus, did you just misgender my dog?
I don't know.
Did Rodolus just misgender? Oh my god!
No. I have no idea.
I'm trying to take some information on Rodolus.
I see. You were just looking for a way to cancel me back, weren't you? You weren't trying to find out for real how to get uncanceled. You were trying to say, hey, this guy's worse than me, so cancel him instead, which is also a valid strategy. I respect the hustle. It works. What are these supposed to be? These? Oh, they're breasts. He doesn't have those. We don't need these bones. You ain't got them, dog. It ain't like that for you.
What are you talking about, Rodolus? Men have breasts.
They don't have mammary glands. So, in a way, no, they don't. I got 99 problems, but never mind. You know what? This is a family-friendly stream. This is a family-friendly stream, and I don't know where in the world I was going with that. You can go ahead and ignore that. Hey, Animagination, what's going on with you?
What's
How you going on, Annie? How's it going, Annie? You know, Annie.
Animagination, Rodolus just canceled me, and I need your help.
It sounds like a Kickstarter. Hey, what's up, guys? The Twitter just canceled me, and I'm gonna need your help. Could you donate $32 to please uncancel me? Thanks. Okay, thanks. .org.
KThanks.org.
Yes.
Thanks.
Thanks. I don't want to be canceled anymore. Please stop it. It hurts.
ChoosingBaker.org.
Oh.
I'm only accepting $1,000 tiers.
$1,000 volunteers, and for that, you get to know that you were a part of an uncancellation campaign. The first to ever exist in the history
Okay, I'm
of the
finally
internet.
gonna start my stream.
Oh, you're doing a stream? Holy crap.
Yeah.
Holy
I
crap,
told you to wait for
got-
me, but you didn't listen.
Hold on.
When did
hold
you
on.
say wait? You didn't say wait. When you
I
say wait?
did.
You've been muted most of
You
the
just started the stream as soon as Crowd finished this conversation.
Catom, for once, I just want to say, Rodolus is correct. You never said wait.
Now,
Wow.
I'm looking through things like, okay. Yeah, you didn't say nothing, man. You know what? Fine. I'm going to promote you, of course, because that's what boys do.
Well, you don't
know what
have
I'm
to
saying?
promote me
Legally obligated.
if you don't want to.
I'm gonna put it on my stream. We're gonna do a dual stream. It's impromptu, off the cuff. Show enough.
So, Caton, I just want to ask you something very important. So,
Let me get a second.
Rodolus just recently decided
on
to
Twitch?
cancel me, and I feel
Cancel
I
you?
feel like-
Yeah.
you and your fan base could, if you just spread the word about how I was wrongfully canceled, I feel like that would be great. You could help me save face.
But what would you cancel
Oh,
for?
that's a good.
I was
looking
canceled for
background.
hating dogs, according to Rodolus.
Yeah, no, I found out that he once told he was like, hey, I want my dog to stop making noise. I hate that, and I was like, hey, he hates dogs. He was asking me how to cancel someone. I was giving a tutorial. And apparently it got too real for your boy here. So that's what happened. He couldn't handle the heat. Tell him to stay out the kitchen.
I like to think that's under a different circumstance. That's like, look, my bank manager is upset with me for all the money laundering I was doing. I was giving a tutorial, but apparently it got too real.
I was giving a tutorial on how to launder
Dog
money.
hater.
Not too real. They were not prepared. I like that background. That's a good background. You make this one?
I didn't make it. I modified it.
That's what I was figuring, because that's definitely Steven's work there for your logo. I should have gotten him to make me a logo. That's a sick logo.
I'm gonna
Oh,
get
wow.
a new logo.
I love that. Animagination just says, how may I be of service, Cryo, after I ask for his help, and then he's just like, wait, Cryo hates dogs?
Yeah, right? He's up here hating on dogs. It was on a TSR stream. You were there. You must have heard it. You had to have been there. And Imagination, you're the only person who plays TSR with us. Besides, the guy Silver. We're the only people who play TSR. It's a small community of people still desperately clinging on to that game like it's good or something. In which case, it's not bad. It's
It's
just
the only Sonic game that's been released.
it's the only Sonic game that allows you to play with other people. It would be kind of cool if they made a online multiplayer version of Sonic. I don't know how this would be done, so we're not gonna get into the specifics. I like the concept. It probably wouldn't actually be fun.
You just need to make Sonic Boom Online.
Oh, you know what? No, not Sonic Boom. Sonic Forces Online, but it's like a battle royale, and all your characters are killing each other. And like the last one standing gets to do the little victory royale dance. You tell me that's a bad idea, I'm telling you a
And
liar.
then Sonic can floss. No, and then Sonic will floss, and then in 20 years, kids will be like, oh, that's a reference to the Sonic movie.
Yes, because in 20 years, kids are going to care about the Sonic. You know what? Never mind. The original Sonic movie that
It'll be
came out,
us.
people still talking about it. Like the, the Sonic OVA? That thing is 20 years old, so yeah, people are still talking about it.
I am alive.
Hey,
I've returned.
Alex McGee gameplay from the Alex.
Who the hell are you?
It's your boy Alex McGee.
Oh my god, wait, that's Alex. I haven't actually heard Alex's real voice in so long. He's just been quiet or muted.
Welcome to the Variable Productivity live stream with your host, Rotalolo, and his various assortment of friends from the internet.
How you been, Alex?
I've been doing good. I've just been like working myself to the bone for, I guess, a few months.
Oh.
Trust me, I do. Trust me, I do it to myself. Schoolwork, comics, and all that. Yeah, my life is sort of work.
My life.
So I've just been taking weekends off to, like, I don't know, watch things, and that's it.
Well, we're glad you're here watching us now. We're doing a little VPL stuff. I am doing this in order to clear my flipping schedule for the first time in 1,000 years, so I can work on our actual game project.
Oh my god. When are you going to get this knocked out?
Today. That's the goal. We're going to finish this model. We're going to finish this stupid rig. I'm sorry, what were you saying?
I've been killing myself too. It's crazy.
I have been doing the opposite. I don't know where I've been. My mind is all up in the oof, or whatever. The fact of the matter is, I'm back, baby. We're gonna get this thing done. Like,
Past few days, I've been working on a script for original short to work on over the summer.
Oh, cool.
And imagination just well, I mean, I like cats more.
Wait, that's the same comment that you made earlier? Wait, hang on. Tangle.
He's like, wait, Kyle hates dogs? Well, I mean, I like cats more, so...
Hang on, give me a second. Go to full
They pressed
screen
the thing in the muties.
I just want to make it abundantly clear that I do not hate dogs.
One of these images is broken. I don't know what this is, but I guess it's not important. Oh, you know what I do to do?
Streaming.
Let me put the link up there.
So I can get points in the rank.
Let me put that cat time.
Guys, hold on. I need to watch the cat time stream so I can earn points and rings by watching the stream and being active in the chat. So I can them in to get free commissions.
Oh, I just downloaded Twitch again, I think. After a few months.
Child.
Would that fit better? I don't know. Does that look better up on the top or on the bottom? I guess the bottom, right? Keep it safe.
Oh, you guys heard about the friggin'... I just typed T in the search bar for Twitch, and it's like... It reminded me how apparently there's a live-action CGI hybrid Tom and Jerry movie that's supposed to be coming out at the end of this year.
No,
Dude, I've waited forever for the Naruto movie, and we finally got more news on that, and I'm happy.
Congratulations.
There's gonna be an Naruto movie?
7 years ago they announced this thing. Yeah, and they're finally getting ready to cast the characters and stuff, yeah.
not everything has to be live action.
But it is, though.
Disney, where have you done?
Oh my god! Cat Hunt, did you just add everyone in the chat? Have you seen?
Oh, those people. Oh, you're talking about that dude who got upset because we added him in the book this morning? Oh, I added him. I added the Friends of the Armada.
What? Okay, so
I closed down my entire browser.
So, when Rotalus was streaming the thing, it showed an ad for friggin' Minecraft Lego boots mini things, and then I went to Caton Stream to actually watch it, and it's the same ad. So I think today's sponsor is Minecraft Boots Mini.
Minecraft World.
Oh wait, I would totally hop in and do my own stream, but yeah, I probably won't be here until I'll probably be here until my friend wakes up, because we're literally just gonna binge another show like we did yesterday.
Are you guys stuck in the house together now because of the browser?
No, we're literally just watching shows every weekend. It's oh dude, get in the party, we'll do a countdown.
I thought you meant physically.
That'd have been crazy.
Dude, I think we passed out at 3, so yeah, he said, I'm probably gonna get up at around 2 or 3, and then we'll just watch some more shows.
I'll be right back.
Sounds like a great way to spend a Sunday afternoon. But Not for us here at the VPL. We don't have lives. Give me a second.
Don't have lives.
Like, to get a break from everything I'm doing, let me give you a laundry list. I've got a translation I need to do. I've got a comic. I've got another game. I've got more stuff on my plate. Oh, it's crazy. It's a lot.
Bye, y'all. Oh wait, I have.
And schoolwork too. Can't forget that.
There's a lot of people like a lot of comments that I missed. How? Okay. Wait, let me catch more. There's one also Hero. Oh, Hero Academia live action movie. Okay. All right, all. I have to leave now to make a few deliveries. Bye, all. Okay, see you in a bit.
Well, not at the Disney live-action remake. Really, that trend was just started with Japan making live-action anime adaptations. Blame the weed.
They've been doing that for years and years before we even did live-action anime adaptations.
Hey, Captain, I see you're on the stream there. He's giving his introduction, probably.
He's definitely muted now.
Yeah, okay. I see how it is. You don't want to talk to us.
How dare you?
Everything is brand spanking new. I downloaded this
He's showing his thing.
Damn, what's that website?
The cat's on behind his back.
I don't remember the website. It's either Nerd for Die or something else.
You're a nerd.
Downloaded,
you hear me? You're a nerd. Okay. Go ahead and keep doing
Rodolus, please.
I just called him a nerd. I called out Caton on live internet. Wait, what the heck is happening? Why is there a black? I guess it's intentional. I don't know why, but you know what? That's fine. Wait a minute. What? No. Oh no, that's just a part of the stream. I was worried about that, but we good. It's good. So yeah, Caton may come back. He may not. Right now, he's talking to people over there. Yes.
Who knows?
Shots have been fired, and there's nothing he can do about it. I'm the captain now. Whatever. Anyway, back to work. I wish this thing was like, what's it called? What's it called? It's called. My brain is all wrong now. I've already forgotten what it was called. Zoom. Yes, I use it for work. I don't know how I forgot it. Anyway, Zoom, where you can just change your background and stuff.
Oh, you're using Zoom? Oh, never mind.
I'm not using Zoom.
Wait, you're not, are you?
No, currently I'm just using OBS to do the stream. Can you imagine? When you were just one person in Zoom, most of the time it doesn't actually work very well because it's like designed to function. It's like it works better when there's people in the call. When you're just there by yourself, it's like everything's real glacier slow. I've noticed that. I think that might be a feature, not a bug. They're like, oh, you're gonna be by yourself? Alright then. We don't need to put any kind of effort into maintaining your call. How you like that? I'm sorry.
Something funny I've been thinking about. I keep forgetting what I'm gonna say.
Yeah.
Oop.
Take your time.
Oh yeah, I forgot. Yeah, I'll commission you sometime. I think when I get paid in 2 months, maybe 2 months worth of pay. Yeah, I can commission you.
I was gonna say something like, "Hey, please don't commission me because I am so far behind on these commissions." But 2 months from now should be fine. I should be done with my other models, and that'll be okay. I mean, my goodness. Usually this thing doesn't take me longer than 2 weeks, but right now I've been.
You know
like,
what, Rodolus?
I
know exactly what he's gonna commission you.
Procrastination? No.
Something like that. It's been tough. But I think I might have been in some sort of, I don't know, doldrums of some sort in my mind. Some sort
You
of
think it's
block.
the quarantine getting to your brain?
No, it wasn't the quarantine. This was happening before the quarantine even started. This is just some sort of mental thing, bro. Some sort of mental struggle that I wasn't acknowledging. Anyway, I'm not going to talk about that, mainly because I don't know what was happening and still don't. So,
Procrastination. It gets hard, man.
It gets hard.
It gets hard.
The more you sit and do nothing, the easier it is to sit and do nothing. And you're like, man, I wish I was done with this already. It's easier to actually, like, it's always easier to just do the work rather than sit around thinking about it because it takes less time to get things done than it does to procrastinate. Like that plays.
I have a hard time. Like, picking things. I'm like, well, I gotta do this, but which am I gonna do first? It's like with games. It's like, well, I want to play this game, but I could also play this one. Which one am I gonna play? And I just think about it for hours until it's like, oh,
it's too late.
It's late. I should be going to bed now.
Should I play a game or should I make one?
I thought you were gonna be like, what is it? I always have a hard time choosing. It's like, should I do this one first or should I do this one? It's like, the answer better always be Armada.
Actually, I think about it sometimes because I don't play video games very often. Like, I used to play them all the time, or when I didn't have any money to buy games, I was always like, man, I wish I could be playing a video game now that I can play any game I want. I'm like, eh. So, I know how that feels. Like, I sit there looking at my computer going like, what am I going to play? I still haven't finished the Final Fantasy VII remake. I have it on my computer. Like, I have it. It's been fun. I just stopped playing it, and like I've
had Dragon Ball Z Kakarot ever since my birthday, and I still haven't beaten it. I've only beaten the Frieza saga, and I haven't come back to it.
I've had this game called what was it called? It's called Metro. It's like Metro Exodus or something like
Metro
that.
Exodus.
I haven't touched it since that one time I streamed it. That was like last year. It's like I just haven't picked it up again.
I remember that. Holy crap! That was like back in November.
Dude, I haven't beaten any of my Xbox games either. Like the ones that I picked up, I haven't beaten like Enter the Matrix yet. I haven't beaten anything. Drake and the 99 Dragons. I'm like halfway through that game. I haven't touched it. It's like, dang. I can't beat games anymore. I really can't.
It's not like I'm busy, especially not now. I mean, I have work to do sometimes. The most I have to do tomorrow is like a performance review with my boss and like a some sort of monitoring a class or something, and then that's it. And I'm not gonna play any video games tomorrow, most likely. I have a lot of games to play. I just won't touch it.
You gotta finish Spider-Man.
I still haven't finished Spider-Man. I don't know what happened.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie.
You didn't buy that game. Didn't you buy that when it came out?
Probably. I don't remember. It was a long time ago.
I think the only game I played this week recently has been like Fortnite, and I've done like 30 matches on that thing. I'm like, okay, that's good. That's good. That's great.
That's enough Fortnite.
Like I just got up one day, like, you know what? I'm gonna download Fortnite and play with some people.
Well, that's how it go, I guess.
What is it?
And like a few weeks. I think a few weeks ago, I played like Star Wars Battlefront 2 after I bought that for $3.
Hey, welcome back, Katon.
I'm back, and y'all have been introduced.
Well, thank you.
Beautiful.
Hey, everybody over there in Twitch land, how you doing? I know I've been introduced. I'm Rodolus. That's what my voice sounds like.
Hi, everyone to the stream. Everyone here. I'm Cryo, the sexy.
Hey, everybody. I'm Alex Miggy Gameplay, and I think I have to go in a second.
Oh no!
Why?
Such a convinced way to say that.
I do many things. Like, too many things, maybe.
Yeah, he takes so many jobs, we can't give them away. He's like, no, I want that job now. It's like, well, we want to give that to the... No, it's mine! And we can't... It's really hard to work on this project with Rocket Pow here. He just takes the jobs.
What do you mean?
Katon, is your screensaver for the friggin' stream essentially just like... Is your essential screensaver just an image of your, like, your friggin' monitors?
No, I thought that was... Mean? I was showing those off.
Yeah, I was just showing those off. That's not a screensaver.
It's like, hey, look at my stuff. His screensaver is just a flex. Look at my computer.
I ain't no damn screensaver. What the hell?
What would Katon make his screensaver?
My screensaver is just a bunch of It's just a bunch of wallpapers of gaming companies. That's all my screensavers are.
Enter the void, guys. Come on, OG fans will remember
I
that.
don't believe you thought that. OG fans, exactly.
Catton says my screensaver is the 3-for-3 and Bungie logos.
Absolutely not. Bungie, yes, but not 343.
He doesn't like. He's got like
Absolutely not.
He's got like a hate relationship with 343.
He's got a hate.
Love hate, yeah. More hate than love. Like
I didn't even mention
95%.
love, but I'm glad that there is something there.
98% hate.
98% hate on Rotten Tomatoes. Alright. So, I'm feeling good about this all of a sudden. Let's see what's going on in the chat. Nothing?
Oh
So
crap.
let's see here. So yeah.
Oh, hey!
So we got
Luigi Man.
Cryo, the sexy one. We have Catton the Prophet. We have Rocket Pow, the overachiever, and then we have Rodalis, the guy.
What the hell you mean?
Hey, how's it going?
Overachiever.
I think it's successful so far. Okay. I'm trying to add custom music to Mario Kart Wii. I think it's successful so far. I 100% Sonic Colors Wii a few days ago. Congratulations! I don't even know what that game is like on the Wii, to be honest. I've never.
Mario Kart, we never played that? Oh my god, that's such a great game.
Mario Kart Wii?
No.
Yeah.
He was talking about Sonic Colors. I've definitely played Mario Kart. Excuse you. You can't call yourself a video game person if you have not played Mario Kart.
A video gaming
Catton's
person.
So Catton's either going to say gasp or get out or we're not friends or why am I even talking?
We are definitely not friends.
I just spent all this time telling everyone how good friends we are, and you're gonna ruin it like that?
Yeah.
You're gonna leave me out
How
to
good
dry?
are friends?
Or not
You're a
Rodolfo. Catton's gonna say something along those lines to me as soon as I say this. Mario Kart Wii has always been my least favorite one.
Mario Kart Wii is what?
My least favorite one.
Why?
Because he's wrong. What reason does he need? He's incorrect.
You're a heathen. Well, so what's your favorite one?
You're one to talk, Redolus. You still haven't played certain games.
And you better not say Mario Kart 8.
Mario Kart 8 is okay. It's just like, what are we actually talking about here?
I can understand if you like Double Dash, sure.
I never played Double Dash.
Oh wow. Oh no.
Honestly, the only Mario Kart games I've ever played are Mario Kart 8, 7, and Wii.
That's it? You haven't played the one for the GBA?
For the 64.
Why would I care about that one?
That one is the best one, actually, by far.
Oh no, wait. Sorry, I played Mario.
Okay.
Okay,
Do you like the Mario Kart series, or?
I mean, their game, like, I pretty much only Mario Kart is like Smash to me, where I only play them when their friends are around, and when there aren't any friends around, I'm just not playing them.
It's kind of hard to play multiplayer games by yourself after a certain while. I can understand that. You gotta justify what the frick you're even doing. Like, I don't like, what am I doing? Playing by myself.
enjoyed Mario Kart 8, but it's like I didn't want to pay again $60 for the damn game to get it on the Switch.
Oh, yeah, okay, I understand what you were saying. Yeah, because I don't have a Switch. So when I was playing it on my Wii U, I was like, I'm not buying this again. Especially if it's just the deluxe. Like, it's just the deluxe version. It's not even a new game. It's like, come on, man. Sure, it's got more.
Yes,
I already
Alex.
paid for that.
You're on your way to getting a head sketch commission. That's
Like-
not bad.
What is it? Like, yeah, so, like, what is it? Like, my, what was I gonna say? Yeah, like, I don't play a lot of games, like, when it comes to series in general, what game series do I regularly play? Sonic, I play the Spyro games a lot, sometimes I play, like, one of the Spider-Man games, and I'm like, other than that, that's pretty much the bulk of what I play. It's like,
Damn, you're not a gamer?
I wouldn't call myself a gamer, no.
It's best to not call
I would
yourself
call
a
myself a gamer.
It's like, you know,
You're not a gamer until you have to decide whether you want to eat or buy a new game.
I want to.
Okay, fair enough. That ain't me yet. Most of the time I'll
wanna
be eat. I'ma eat. I ain't about to die for games. I'm sorry.
Gas.
Like, legit. Like, I have a
Yes,
lot
he
of
says.
games. Like, let me think here. I have a lot of games, and I've played a lot of games. I just don't play games often. Like, most of the time, I'll buy a game, play through it once, and then never touch it again.
That's
So
most
what do you do in your free time?
There's a few games that I'll revisit.
No, let's see. No. What do I do in my free time? I draw, or I listen to music, or something like that.
That sounds productive. I don't like it. Get out of here with all that bull crap.
Oh my god.
Okay, so like, I revisit sometimes. I revisit some games. It's very hard for me. It's actually easier for me to do that than to watch a movie again, because I've seen the movie. I'm like, I'm good. I don't need to watch it again. Or read a book all over again. I'm fine without doing that. I'm okay, you know?
I'm the exact opposite of Rodolus right now. I can rewatch a movie over and over again. A game, it's like,
I used to do that when I was younger, but then like I haven't been able to since. Like I can't do it. It's just not me. It ain't who I am no more, I guess.
Right.
I used to watch Lion King over and over again because we didn't really have TV, so that was what we did. We just watched that movie.
Oh my god, same. No cable, fam.
Yeah, right.
Oh, friggin' cable,
movies.
No, screw all of that.
Right, you
I
got to
ditched
start your
cable,
life
like-
with the internet existing already. We didn't.
I ditched cable.
We
like,
did, exactly.
I think we ditched cable like at least 5 years ago.
Like, well, yeah, sure. And I haven't used cable in years upon years because I was in college and have cable then, didn't need it, had the internet, had my computer. It's like a lot of things just sort of changed over time. But like, when I was a kid, when I was younger than Cryo, because I think, well, no, even around his age, we didn't really have the internet. We had like a computer in the house.
Like,
Hold on.
yes.
You're saying that you didn't have internet often in 2008?
Well, no, not really. It was like not wireless. We had like a wired one computer in the house type of a situation.
Like Ethernet?
Yeah.
Ethernet. My
Only
dad was
one
actually talking
computer.
about, oh, we're gonna run another Ethernet cable so we can put it in people's rooms. We didn't have our own computers. We certainly didn't have smartphones because that would have been 1 year after the first real phone came out.
I didn't get my
iPhone.
first smartphone until I was like 19.
Yeah. I didn't get mine until I went to college. It was like and that was like my dad's payment to me for working for him. He paid me in smartphone.
Wow.
It was the T-Mobile G1 with Google.
Wow. My friggin' Katon's like, I didn't get my first smartphone until I was 17, and I'm sitting here thinking,
I said 19.
and I'm sitting here, I didn't get my first smartphone until I was 11.
I think I might have had my
Jeez.
first cell phone when I was 11 because it was just they gave us those little Nokia things just to keep track of us.
Oh my god, I had a LG chocolate.
An LG.
I remember when that thing came
Yeah.
out.
It
Actually.
was such a cool phone.
I
The hell's
wanted
a
one. I know I
chocolate?
didn't get one. You people had dial-up internet. I had a family computer, and I would use every day. I mean, yeah, family. The only family computer we had was the Famicom.
See, here's the thing. Like, it is weird to me. Not weird. It's expected. It's expected, but it's like you and Katon lived like because like your childhood was like that was your experience with the internet. My experience with the internet was just now. It was like
Hey, Rodolus 2 is silent. What's that crazy hat? Let's see how long it will take for Cryogenic Gamer to see the chat. He won't look at it.
Sanic.
You remembered your first
Yes,
phone,
it is
Rodolus?
Sanic.
Cool. Oh yeah, no, it was a big moment in my
Just
life.
wait
Like
for
I
it to
earned
show
that
on the
phone.
screen.
My dad
And now I change
was
it
like,
to
I can
box.
pay you what I owe you for doing all my invoices
There
for
we
my
go.
business, or I can give you I could buy you a phone. And I was all like, I'll take the phone. I was about to go to college.
it's like
I figured that'd be
it's
more
like
useful
in
to me.
hindsight. Oh yeah, I was gonna say like, all right, that makes more sense. But I'm thinking to myself like, what is it? Like, I'm thinking to myself like, you and Katon, like your internet experience, like you didn't get the internet that I was at. Like I was around like 3 to like friggin' like when I was 3, that would have been 2006. So your 2006 internet that you guys experienced when you were like in college was like what I was born around the same time as. Just weird to me. Well, think about it, bro. You would have been like what? You would have been like 15.
What are you talking about? I'm sorry. I'm reading a comment from our server. I was asking.
No,
I'm thinking questions.
I'm thinking about like our internet, like just I'm thinking about the internet and how it's grown over the years. Like friggin' like you and Capcom grew up with dial-up. I grew up with the internet essentially just now. Like it hasn't changed much. Like it's changed.
You were born
a
in
lot,
2002. Right? 3?
2002.
2003.
2003, right? Because you're
Damn,
17.
you're young.
You're 17. So it's been 17 years since 2003. That makes more sense. Okay. Okay, Google. Okay, Google. Okay,
Google ain't
Google.
listening.
For once, right? Hang on. Turn off this thing.
Sorry, I don't understand.
No, you don't. I get that.
Wow.
Okay, Google. When did 2G come out?
When did 1G come out?
1991.
All right.
According to Wikipedia, 2G is short for Second Generation Cellular
Oh,
Network.
okay.
Right.
2G cellular networks were commercially launched on the GSM standard in Finland by Radiolinja in 1991.
Okay, Google. When did 3G become standard?
I found this on the web.
Oh, of course not. Okay, Google. When did 3G come out?
The air date of the first episode of Free is
All right.
July 4th, 2013.
My God.
Just you're being obtuse right now, and I can't stand it. Okay, Google. When did 3G become the standard?
2001.
Okay.
According to Brainbridge, 3G was launched by NTT Docomo in 2001 and aimed to standardize the network protocol used by vendors.
All right.
This meant that users could access data from any location in the world as that data packets that drive web connectivity were standardized. This made international roaming services a real possibility for the first time.
Okay. So you were born in the 3G era of the communication standard. So yeah, you didn't have to deal with dial-up or any of that crazy stuff. So yeah, hang on. Let's see here. Oh, I see Katon's giving some advice on his stream. That's why he muted himself. Let's get back to work on our end.
What was I don't really have an exact idea of what dial-up was like for you guys. Like I have an idea, but I've never experienced it myself.
Yeah, well, it's a
People
whole
back
thing.
here.
What was it
welcome back.
like?
Oh wow, Nightbot is actually working.
So
That's
I'm
great.
very impressed.
I was just talking about how I've never experienced dial-up because I was born after that.
Oh,
Completely
you're
new.
lucky.
So what was dial-up like?
Dial-up is like waiting for your damn parents to get out of the house for a couple of hours just so you can steal the phone line, plug it directly into your computer, boot up AOL, and wait about 5 minutes while the slow-ass internet decides that it wants to boot up. Don't even think about downloading a goddamn song. It took me an hour just to download one song, and I wanted to download the entire Naruto album on my MP3 player.
Not happening.
Before I had to burn CDs, but then I had an MP3 player.
No, that was a major leap in technology, wasn't it?
player. Oh my God!
You can play
I had
special
Livewire,
files.
man.
Yeah. Livewire.
I have an
LimeWire,
MP3
yeah.
player.
Not
You know what I
exactly
remember?
legal or safe, but it was there.
You know what I remember?
I got so many viruses.
You know what I remember, Katon? I feel like you, me, and Rodolus can feel nostalgic once we get to a certain era. So, like...
Oh my gosh. Oh,
Do you guys remember CD players?
Of course.
man, I had so many CD players.
Had the
And
Discman.
headphones.
Had the
You guys
Discman
remember
there.
floppy disks?
Floppy disk? Well, of course. That was
I
just the
never
way
had
you did
Oh my
things.
god, I used to use floppy disks.
I never
I had
understood them, but I definitely had some. Yeah.
They were so annoying. They were cool, but they were annoying.
I'm pretty sure I wasn't even conceived by the time floppy disks became obsolete.
No, it was not.
No.
And I used to use typewriters too.
Yeah.
I'm so old, man.
Or just the idea of a word processor, a whole computer that's sole job is to write things, like a typewriter, but like
What is up, Falling for Freedom?
Not
Thank
even
you
a
for
computer.
stopping by the stream.
Sup says Fallen.
Remember when it,
I'm reading your chat. Why am I
remember
doing
when
that?
what is it? Remember when like remember when like AT was like, whoa, high definition.
1080
Oh,
by
man,
720,
back in my
y'all
day.
tripping. That's the PlayStation 3, does 1080 by 720. That's high
It
quality.
was DVD players back in the day.
PlayStation 2
DVD
has a
players.
DVD player in it. It was like why most people bought one because it was a cheaper version of the DVD player.
DVD players.
Right?
Do you guys remember all of those portable DVD players? That garbage.
That would just break anytime you bumped them and they just stopped functioning. Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about.
Oh my god! I still have like this one. I still have this one portable DVD player that I've had. Still works. Really small, really clunky. Those buttons are garbage, but it's like, oh, it's nostalgic.
I guess so.
I hated DVD players. I liked them. The first DVD I ever got for my DVD player was Treasure Planet. That was the only DVD I got.
That's Treasure Planet.
All my other Disneys were on cassette. VHS.
I don't think. Wait. I have Princess and the Frog on DVD. I think that's legitimately, and Great Mouse Detective on DVD. All the rest of them are VHS.
Damn.
How am I supposed to name the fingers on the hand? I don't even know.
Oh man, I remember when people were like, "Oh my god, Netflix is like $8.99 a month." Holy crap!
Yeah, I remember when Netflix first came out. I was like, I am not into this. And then I grew to love it.
I don't know why. This Netflix commercial is stuck in my brain for a long time. I don't know when it. I think it I don't know when it first launched or aired or whatever, but it has stuck in my brain ever since it first aired of that commercial of that dude going off in battle and giving his lover a parting gift as he goes to war, and it's a friggin' Wii remote. I don't know why.
I like the uniqueness of the Wii Netflix ads, because I certainly hadn't seen other ads for Netflix for real. I guess a couple of them, because when you would get the DVD, when they were talking about DVDs through the mail with Netflix, they're
you don't remember those gerbils
the war
to hang out with
hype sauce.
The movies would get to your house, so you'd get the war movie, and it was we came here with a romantic comedy. I don't know where they are now. You walk in, there's a war zone in your house because you got it from Netflix. Holy crap!
You don't remember those freaking guinea pig gerbil ads where they're hanging out in the gym?
I think.
And they're like, look at Netflix's price cut.
I don't know. I don't remember that one, to be honest with you. Human Meta Ring. Human Meta Ring has ads for some reason. The other one does not. I don't know why.
Those Wii Netflix ads though were weird. I also miss the old State Farm commercials.
Gosh, like a good neighbor, State Farm is there
with an umbrella.
And then stuff just materializes. It's so weird. I love it.
Let's see here. This thing to flow.
I still remember that ad that took it to the logical extreme where people were just listing off stuff that they wanted. They're just yep, I got it.
Oh my gosh, I wish that was real.
Yeah, too bad. State Farm can't do any of those things. State Farm is just
I
a mortal human company.
I miss the old progressive ads that used to take place in the white space.
The white space. The white space of your mind.
You remember the Esurance ads with that
with
girl?
Aaron from Esurance?
Yeah. Oh my gosh, those ads were so cool. I thought they were the coolest thing at the time.
Yeah, they're all high tech. Ooh, Esurance. It's yeah, okay.
Oh my god. Okay, do you guys remember Kids Bop? And that's what I thought.
Of course, remember Kids Bop.
Dude, Kids Bop, man.
I remember the first Kids Bop, the first actual one. 091 Gamer 100, new cheer. I don't know what that is. That's on your
thank you so much for the cheer. It's much appreciated, man. I haven't seen you in a long time. Where you been?
How in the world did I notice that before you did? I'm looking at your stuff on a delay.
I need to look up some very important information. Hold up. Later. Okay, hold on.
I didn't hear the. Oh, it doesn't do it for cheers. Wow. It does it for bits, but it doesn't do it for cheers. That's dumb.
So Kids Bop's last album was on November 15th, was on November 15th, 2019. That was 40. That was his 40th release.
Yowza.
I can't believe they're still alive.
They keep making stuff, I guess. People keep buying it.
I'll be back. Okay. I hope.
Let's see here. And the latest That's What I Call Music is on number 145.
Now that's what I call music. Yep. Holy crap, yeah. This is the world I live in. It's crazy, right? I hate it. Please let me out.
Oh, when did that thing come out? Hold on. Now that's what I call
Alright, fine.
music.
Can't do it.
Oh, it's the latest song.
I guess I have to create the bones myself. Oh well.
Thank you for the great work just lurking during my travels. Alright, man. Thank you so much for lurking. I really appreciate it. Stay safe.
Aton, do you remember Webkin?
Webkin?
I don't need these.
You don't know about Webkins. You don't remember Webkins. You weren't alive. You weren't alive in my era.
What's Webkin?
What in the world are you talking about?
You don't know either? Like, what's Webkin?
I don't know what that is. No. I'm too cool to know what that is. What the heck happened to the music? Why did it stop? Wait, am I still online? Hang on.
It's not. Oh my god. Webkins.
But what is that? Like, it sounds like
thanks
a
for sharing
Caillou
the
thing
script,
or something.
Rocket Pow. I'll have to take a look at those later. I didn't see you share it.
So what Webkins was a Toys to Life like online thing, where it's like there was a website, and it was like there were like these plushes, and you would get all these plushes, and like they had like a code on them or something. And if you had the code on the website, they would be like they would be digitized. Like it was basically like a sort of Club Penguin like kind of thing. It was like that. Only you had like physical like plushes of everything, and you needed to buy those in order to get like codes to put those characters in the game.
So this stuff.
Thanks, Fallen.
Webkins.
Let me see. Let me see.
Use this card to buy premium in-game items at Webkins store.
Excuse me.
Yes. Oh, Webkins!
I don't think I've ever seen these. That's interesting.
Oh,
Yeah, no, I'm not.
where are you putting the Webkins
The
stuff?
Saber Spark video about Etrance is interesting.
Where are you putting the Webkins stuff?
I haven't looked at that, but I'll have to take a look at that. He's sharing it on his stream, so if you're looking at my stream, you'll see it in really, really tiny mode, or you can go to his stream and you'll see
really, really
it.
tiny mode. You know, whenever your internet decides to catch up.
Oh, Webkins!
Ew. Looks like Club Penguins, or even what's it called, Neopets. Actually, Neopets.
Ew. I don't remember what they're called, but it's like owls with the big buggy eyes. That's what it looks like. Damn. What are those toys called?
Oh my god!
You're talking about Beanie Babies? No. The big buggy eyes. That's not that. I don't know.
Yeah, they look like owls.
This was all of my stuff, man! I love this!
Did you have one?
Yeah!
Stop pulling the mic, dude.
You know, this really says a lot about your personality.
Yeah, like, we're learning things about Cryo that we did not once know, and I don't know how I feel about that.
Oh my
Back in
God.
my day, we had Hot Wheels, and now you're talking about stuffed animals?
We had stuffed animals back then, from Beanie Babies to your freaking Cabbage Patch Kids.
Excuse me, Catcon. I
Others.
had Hot Wheels too. It's just that Webkins was so better.
We had Bionicles. How's about that?
Yes, Bionicles. Yes.
I had so many of them.
Webkins.
Oh my god. There were Webkins, Beanie Babies. I loved all that
Oh my
stuff,
God.
man.
Oh, friggin' heck. Dang. Oh, man, my light fell into my face.
Oh my god.
What? Your light fell? Are you okay?
It's using this really powerful flashlight to create the light in my
You know what
room.
the world...
So it's
You know what
easier to
makes
see
me nostalgic? You know what makes me nostalgic? Thinking of Flash games on the internet.
Yeah, I guess so. He had Flash. That was nice. Hang on.
I'm just using the natural lighting for now.
Oh my god, I need the...
I mean, it's
Damn,
really
it's
gray
blinding.
outside where I am.
Hold on.
Same.
Hold on. Well, I know what my favorite Webkin was. I need to look up this. I need to wait. Hold on. Is that it? Is that it? I need to look up the... I might legit buy this if I can find the one that I used to have. Oh my god, there it is! I love this thing! Oh my god, where is it? Where is it? Where is it?
Cute.
This is the one that I used to have.
Oh no. It better not be Bambi looking.
No, it's not.
I was about to say, it's all the pieces are coming together. It makes so much sense now.
No. This one
Bambi's his
was my
childhood
friggin'
friend.
favorite.
Wow.
I remember this thing. I love this thing. I nailed it to a wall. I don't know why, but I nailed it to a wall.
That poor stuffed animal didn't deserve that.
I need to buy this. Holy crap!
Where's the thing? Is it Beauties? Is it shared
How
somewhere?
you nail it to the wall?
So it doesn't
Holy
go
crap.
anywhere.
Like the stuffed animals.
It'll leave him otherwise. Or
It's
like a butterfly.
it's in the muties. It's in the
Okay, I'll take a
muties.
look at
This
that.
thing. Holy crap!
So looks like a. Oh my god. That bat so closely
Oh my
matches your
God.
art style. It's like, oh dang. I've seen this before. In your drawings. Alright, let's see here.
This friggin' bat, though.
Oh, my goodness. That looks exactly like your character.
Right? I was like, oh dang. That's why. It's psychological. It makes sense.
Oh,
what do you
no.
mean?
It's not a bad thing. It's just, it's a part of like your personal lived experience. You're like, this is what my bat characters are gonna look like in my world. Do these webkins have names already? Is that bat called Jeremy? Is that what we're about to learn?
Listen, buddy.
Buddy.
See, I'm not hearing you say no.
Jeremy is not the bat. Jeremy's the wolf. But also, let's see. I don't think do they have names? No. They're just, you name them yourself once they're on the website.
I see. That's how it ought to be.
Oh, that's cool.
That's
It's like a
kids'
Care
easy.
Bear.
Yeah, like a Care Bear or a Furby or I guess any given Neopet.
Build-A-Bear Workshop.
Build-A-Bear, yeah.
Yeah, this thing was
Personalize the toy.
How big was this thing? I can buy it on Amazon. I'm legit. I want to buy this thing now. Let's see
You
here.
are out of your little mind.
This thing was. You are a sad, strange little man. This thing is a 4.5 review on Amazon. How could that?
Wow.
How do you beat that? I think it's primarily my nostalgia, though. It's like, what do you like about it? Oh, I like it 'cause it's good. What about it? It's great. Okay.
Oh my god, you guys have no idea. Webkins was everywhere. Oh my god, me and my sister love this thing. Holy crap.
Back in my day, Nintendos and Genesis were everywhere.
We had Webkins, that's better.
What?
Okay. I don't know if you're allowed to say
The
things like that.
Defiance.
I don't know.
Oh my god. This freaking, oh my god. This bat dude. I need to get this bat. I need to buy this. I'm buying it. I'm buying this. Oh my god.
Are you really?
Yes!
I want to see the receipt. You can block out all the sensitive information.
I'll show you this stuff once it gets to my hands.
PlayStation for life, yes.
Oh my god, I am buying this.
Back in my day.
Oh my god, yes. I need this. I'm buying it. I'm buying it.
Alright.
Oh my god. Webkins bat. It's 8.5 inches. Oh.
Oh, really?
It's a big bat, dog.
You like it long?
Gonna play some baseball with that bat. Hang on, I need a stretch.
Let me move this.
Oh my god. How much is this thing? It's $32? Ooh.
That's a lot of money, dog. For what is essentially a stuffed animal toy. It can go on the internet. No, it doesn't. It just has a code that comes with it that goes on the internet. You can literally get that code anywhere. You can probably get them from the Pirate Bay.
Wait. Oh no. Each individual plush had a unique code, so therefore once you put that code into the website, you can name it and it would be its own individual thing. It's like
Back in my day, GameCube was hype as fuck. Yeah, no.
Back in my day.
Back in my day, we used
up,
to
I'm
beat
looking
people
this-
with sticks and they liked it.
I'm looking this up. Wait. Webkins
Wow.
adopt. Hold up. I'm looking up Webkins adoption codes.
I bet you can find them because they're just codes. Pinky's not a pinky. This is a ring finger.
Webkins, wait. There's a Webkins key code blog. Yes!
PS2. GameCube was mad hype, man.
Yeah.
Animal Crossing on GameCube. Ugh.
Oh, there's a Webkins fan!
Smash, man. Smash Brothers came back on the GameCube. Ugh.
Oh my goodness, Smash for the
Oh my God.
N64 when I was a child. We would just sit up there.
Hold on.
Like I
Oh
would
my
almost
God.
miss the bus going to school playing that stuff in the morning. It was crazy.
Oh no.
Yeah,
Is this still a thing?
It was pretty sad.
Still a thing? Holy crap, it's still a thing! It's
They're still making them?
Webkin, yes! It's still alive!
It's not even
Keep
that old,
your
man.
collection true.
Webkins, oh my god.
Oh, Webkins, my heart.
Me too.
Webkins,
Oh my god, it has
never
everything!
depart.
It has everything! I could take a tour, I could buy the plushes, I could get a membership.
Hey, what's up, bro? Oh, yeah.
Apparently there's a parents option which I don't know exists. And then
Yo,
we
this
have-
is my favorite fucking PlayStation game.
Oh my
Parappa.
god!
Parappa the
I
Rapper?
could go over.
Yes.
But I am.
Oh
You heard yourself.
Out of your mind.
How am I out
Oh
of
my
my
God,
mind? I
that's-
wasn't aware of it. It's not my fault. The world lied
Damn,
to
I
me.
almost died.
We just opened this website. Oh my god, there's so many
Almost
ads that I
died.
can block. Oh my god, let's see here. There's an end frame. I
Like,
just
that is the most absurd thing I ever heard in my life.
I can.
What happened?
I don't know. He probably got kicked off the internet because of all the ads that he has to deal with. Or
Oh my
he-
god. Just click on this little tab here on the right side of the website's front page, and everything becomes print.
I love how that thing after you bought the freaking Webkin toy is all like, now we know you bought it, but let's check out some of our ads. Like, come on now.
Oh my god.
I gave
yeah,
you
now
money,
can see
darn it.
ads.
Be quiet.
Oh my god! Look at, oh my god! They have a friggin' like this Vulpix looking thing. They have like fairies and unicorns and stuff now. Has that always been a thing?
Probably.
Oh my
You
god!
just didn't get
Wait,
one. You have to
Yeah,
do
that
it.
really explains a lot.
Wait, they have an app now? I don't think they ever had an app. They have an app now.
Probably didn't back in
Oh my God.
2005 because apps weren't
Please don't
really a
die.
thing.
You still use. You still have views.
Dude,
I have
my-
never played Ape
no,
Escape.
and this specifically was 2006. This is specifically like 2006 to 2009 for me.
Your childhood. Something
Oh
we
my-
could never relate to.
Not really.
Oh my god. Oh, what?
Dang.
You don't understand, Rocket.
Clearly.
Just stand!
I was.
It's Webkins.
I know. I used to have websites.
Oh man.
Oh, see,
You
they have
understand
something
me.
in common then.
Oh, Webkins.
Oh, you know that?
Webkins. Oh, Webkins.
Oh my god,
I used to
Webkins.
have a Webkins.
It has
his
171
best
ratings of
friends.
4. It has 171 ratings and reviews of 4 out of 5. This friggin' plush.
You really do be crying.
Oh my god.
Ooh, cry, I'll be crying. Oh, Lord. It works. It makes sense, Fallen. I get that joke. Also drawing a picture of Parappa. I understand that now. Love together,
Wow.
living on the
Oh my
floor.
god, guys! I think I just think I found, guys. I think I just found my one true love. This friggin' bat.
Mm.
Hold up, I need to like. Let's see here.
Hey, girl.
fine.
I'm sorry. I'm gonna have to leave you for somebody else. Like, what? Who she is? Well, actually, it doesn't have a gender. It's a bat toy. What? What? Yeah. Her name is Lucky. I thought you said it had no gender. Well, I don't know.
Oh my god! I can buy this Webkins bat for $49.95, $20, or $11.
Because you're on eBay? What the heck are you looking at? And I guess it depends on how old it is. Is that
No,
one mint in box?
no. One's from a site called Mercari, and then I have.
Oh,
And then we have the $45.95 one. This
that
Webkins
is
like
weird.
this Webkins bat
Official?
is $49.95 on Walmart.
Oh, Walmart. Does Webkin's site itself even sell them anymore?
Hold up, I'm going to the Webkins website.
Probably sell it for either way less or more.
Yo, girl.
Oh my god, they have the Gansey store! Oh my god. Hold up. I'm looking for this.
His ear looks like a drop.
Oh my god, I'm looking for this.
Are people asking you for like advice on how to draw characters? Is that what you're doing right now, Catson?
No.
Oh.
The chat is not asking me anything.
Oh my god. You can buy the virtual pet. What garbage
But
is
they
this?
may.
No.
You can just buy it without actually buying the toy? Of course you can. Because the thing that had the value was the toy.
I guess you buy it with a webkin stand.
There's no point. I need the plush.
You can't even hug the virtual toy. It's not there.
What? Hold up.
Sure it is. You can hug your monitor.
No!
That's
No!
That's uniquely sad.
Dude, seriously, calm it down.
I went to the Webkins website. There's a Webkins plush area.
You can do that.
And it just says plush
Do you want to do that?
It just says plush pets are sold out. They don't have
How do they sell out of that? Oh, well, you see, during the coronavirus, people were actually been using them as masks. It's like taking the bat, wrapping around their face.
That would be much appreciated.
Individual origins.
Okay, join one of the public chats,
Fine.
like Armada voice chat or something.
Oh my god, this guy.
What's happening?
Oh,
Oh, she just wants to come and like be into the conversation because she's one of the boys. Remember?
Oh!
oh my
sure,
god.
yeah.
Special guest, one of our partners and upcoming vocalists.
Have we made her a partner? I think I forgot to give her that role.
I thought you said you did it.
Oh my god.
I don't know. I'm sorry. I'd be messing up sometimes and not be paying attention. Apparently. Yeah.
I'm
so
silent.
We'll fix it.
I'm silently crying. I'm dry crying right now.
You're very, very vocally crying. Just
I'm
by-
dry crying.
Ew. I don't like the way that sounds. Dry cryoing. Let me give her the point.
I'm dry crying.
So I can...
It's dry crying. It's crying and squealing without any actual tears.
Eee, like a bat. Ooh, I'm sad. Eee, ooh. I'm so
I'm buying
sad.
this bat.
I'm so
I'm buying this bat.
I'm mad now. I'm crying.
That time.
Actually, wait. Where in the
I'm
world
buying
is
this
thing?
bat. Oh my god, I need this. I need this bat.
Hippie, hop,
I'm
hop.
buying it.
She hasn't joined the thing. That's why. Okay.
Oh my god, I'm gonna take this bat, and I'm gonna buy another bat, and I'm gonna modify one of them to make it look like my character.
With this bat, Ivy wed.
Oh, going to the Armada. We're not in my server. We're in the Armada server.
Oh my god. Oh.
We like globetrotting, hopping around, popping, squatting.
Oh my god.
Doing the shots, yo. Doing the thing, keeping it real.
Oh my god, I need to find more of these. Apparently, so far on Google, I've only found 3 listings for the entire shopping category of Google.
Shit.
Let's see here. Webkins. Let's see here. I found. Oh my god, this is totally what Cat's would have bought. This is what
Naruto headband.
This thing had. Trust me, Caton. This thing has a 5 out of 5 review.
Shoot, I gotta do this.
It's in brand new condition. This is a new webkin. Nightmare.
I just like how this whole conversation has just been about the webkin.
I mean,
No,
I haven't
this
had
web-
much
this-
to say, and I guess
No,
I'll just
look,
let.
Caton. This
man have
is
his
your
tangent.
webkin. This is your webkin. This is your kinsona. This is Nightmare.
So what have you been working on, Rollis?
I've been working on this
This
commission.
process.
This character named Professor Q by a commissioner of mine, also named Professor Q. It's taken me a while, but I'm getting very close to completion here. I'm just working on the rig for the model that will be used in the software that it's going to go to, which is ultimately VR Chat. I am currently rigging the model, and then I will be duplicating the model in order to have 2 versions of the model. where it has the clothes on and then the kind of bare body thing here. And that way they have the same rig and I don't have to do this crap twice. They have the same weight painting as well. So,
oh my god, they had a flamingo?
When that's done, I'm going to be using this add-on that I just downloaded for Blender 2.8, which apparently helps you more quickly go through the process of preparing your model for things like VR chat, which is very useful to me because I've never done it before and I don't know how it works, so this would be great.
That's so cool.
What? That's your webcam fault, or friggin' not fallen, force of habit. Cats on.
The timing, also in stream chat. Wait, hang on. Is Fallen in here now?
Oh my god!
Yes.
Oh yeah, okay. I just muted.
Thanks for the model sheet, Alex. I really appreciate it.
Holy crap! I need to get to my sister right now. I need to ask her what webcam she used to have.
You are out of your mind.
Just gave Fallen the appropriate thing. Wait.
I had a Konoha headband, and it was legit. Then I gave it to my first ex. You see, that was a mistake. You never give your headbands away, no matter how much you think you like somebody.
Oh, okay,
Wait,
Cat's
you
on.
can unmute yourself, right? I just was wondering. Just want to make certain of that.
So, Cat's on, let me ask you, what do you think of Nightmare? I feel like this would have been your webcam.
What nightmare?
Look at the muties.
Ooh, baby. Check it out.
Man, that thing was ugly. Why would it be a horse?
You think that's ugly?
Oh,
Yes.
it's a mare. I get it. It's a girl horse. It's Nightmare. Get it? Mare. Female horse. Ha!
I laugh with gusto.
With gusto.
Fucking
May
names.
gusto.
I didn't know they had names.
Cryo,
That's
stop
just
your
because
furry
they're-
antics.
Oh my god, that's because they used to be generic.
Oh, Lord.
And I'm looking at this one's Nightmare. Like, the newer ones have actual names. The older ones were like, Portuguese water dog.
I haven't drawn that.
And Sparkle Penguin. And Vampire Bat.
Portuguese water
Vampire
dog.
Steam chat, I can't draw other things than Sonic, so I don't really need to complain.
It's the truth. He can't draw anything but Sonic. It's the
Oh my
only
God.
limitation he has.
I need this webcam. Oh my god, let me find it. Okay, Google.
When you say this kind of stuff, I'm thinking about Zoo Pals, you know, those little plates.
Oh my god, back in my day, those pound crabs. I used to have the pig.
Oink, oink, Zoo Pals. Nay, nay, Zoo Pals. Zoo Pals make eating fun. Or how about eating makes eating fun? What in the world concept was it the kids wanted to see the thing so much that they ate the food?
Right?
What in the world are you screaming about now, Cryo?
Punch is all in the mind. If you want to test me, I'm sure you'll find that the moves I teach out the shore. Nevertheless, teacher now kick.
Kick,
Oh my god!
punch,
Freaking-
punch.
Oh man. Oh my god. Okay, alright. Cool. Love-struck Panda?
It's
I
punch.
remember.
It's all in the mind.
Love-struck
Remember
Panda.
that from Adult? Was it the Robot Chicken version of the Parappa the Rappa thing? Freaking insane.
Oh my god.
I watched it, but I don't remember it. The last time I watched Robot Chicken was a couple of decades ago.
A couple of
I just-
decades?
I had
Try-
cable.
You're
Oh my god.
only a couple of decades old, man.
Wow.
I need to buy
I'm
this
glad I
back.
looked that young to you.
You said you were
best looking,
23,
like, friggin'
25, 26?
26.
And 26?
Okay, the best looking.
I
like,
look
what is
23.
it? The best
No,
looking
not at all,
listing that I can find here so far is this bat here for $32. This I don't know why. Part of me is like, I think this is worth it. I could either buy a new game with it, or I could buy this bat.
You
I'm
know, if
buying
you
this
believe
bat.
it's worth it, I guess it is. You're worth it too.
Okay.
Oh my god!
L'Oreal Kids, because we're worth it too. Kids like,
Oh my god!
are you though?
These shoes are so weird.
I'm so happy right now!
These shoes are kind of long.
Oh,
Kind
Parappa.
of.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it has an M. I didn't notice that from Mario.
Webkins HM367.
What the hell is
Mario
going
Very
on right now,
concerned for
man?
this man.
You don't understand.
I was just thinking about, when Mario hits lava in Mario 64.
Have you played the randomizer?
I have not. Can you do that on PC? I'm guessing you have to. There's no way to play that on in 64.
Yeah, it's a mod in emulation.
Huh. No, I haven't.
played
Is that fun?
Annoying.
Oh, it's annoying.
I mean, it looks fun, but it looks annoying.
It's fun for your streamers.
Yeah.
People watching. It's
It's
not fun
also
for you.
Ocarina of Time randomizer that also looks annoying, but really fun.
Oh my god.
So, like, one of the things that I would love to explore at some point, whenever we get a chance, is something that Animatic, our lead programmer, was talking about, which was like having an ability for people to play our game, like if they're playing on Twitch, to interact with the chat in their Twitch stream. Like people in the chat could enter commands, and it would affect the gameplay on their end to a certain extent.
Oh,
He was showing me how that works, and it was like, obviously we put like logic in to keep that from happening, like, and it'd be a special mode of the game, so it wouldn't be all the time. But I was like, that would be absolutely the most fun thing to do, to kind of keep your game alive for a little bit longer, is make it a game that you can stream, and then like maybe your streamers can give you health items or add enemies or put up things that would like slow you down. And it would be more like a game of attrition to see who won, like how long you could live before your chat eventually kills you.
oh my god, that sounds amazing.
Oh my god.
And I said yes, keep that idea.
My wife, so I can get like more Twitch views.
Wait. Hold on. Oh, follow on. Are
Did
you
he
trying to
raise
say
the
something right now?
Huh?
Yeah, she's here.
I'm not. No, she's here. I was just like, is she trying to say something? Because I can't hear her.
Who's this?
That's Fallen.
Go on.
Do it, Fallen. Just try saying it again.
My wife doesn't know who this is.
I know who it is.
Who is
Thank
it?
you very much.
Get the wrong answer. You're gonna see what's gonna happen. I'm gonna pack your
That's
bags.
exactly what I'm thinking.
Because you're not confident.
Oh no!
I'm not mean. I just expect you to know these things if you want to date me.
What a
I feel like
date!
my reaction to
A little late for that one.
I feel like my reaction to Webkin's Katan's reaction to Inuyasha.
In you.
Okay, Inuyasha that's understandable because it's Inuyasha.
Webkin's is Inuyasha.
How dare you attack me just now, man?
Wowzers!
Webkin's is Inuyasha.
How dare you make that kind of comparison? Are you out of your mind?
I'm not. I'm completely safe.
I don't know about that one, Chief.
Rip.
Ah,
You guys don't
Thanks,
understand,
Fallen.
Webkins. You guys weren't there.
I
You
guess
guys had to
not.
be there.
I can't hear anything from her end.
Hang on.
Oh, there we go.
Yan.
Sorry. Again. I had to turn on the call because I couldn't hear y'all. So, now I don't know if I... Shut up! I'm texting! Texting saying y'all! We have had this discussion years, and you still want to talk... Man, what's wrong with you?
Oh, alright then.
Talking dialect? What about you and your child?
Child, I'm from New York. This is how we speak. Right, Cryo?
Yeah, nah.
Yeah. You just did it. Did my Wow.
Can I just...
YouTube is doing this thing now where it pauses your videos and it's just like asking you if you're still watching. Like, of course I'm still watching.
Goodness gracious.
Katon, here you should be worrying about more important things. Not Rotorless' stream. Think about Webkins.
Wow.
Pause
I guess we're not supporting Rotorless' stream anymore.
We're all trying to help each other out here. Hey, Zero Neos, how's it going? Doing all right yourself.
Understand Webkins.
Rotorless, the two is silent. Are you making progress on this rig? Sincere question. Yes, I am. I am definitely making progress on the rig now. Thanks for asking.
We're at the
Also,
very
thanks for
least
asking
trying
about my
to.
hat. Yeah, right. Thanks, Rocket Pal. Thank you for that. Anyway, sorry for not reading
Well, I
your
mean,
comments.
because we keep having these weird conversations and tangents.
Oh no, I haven't stopped working. I'm just talking to these people.
Who's plugging in on some
Cryo's
Hello,
constantly
hello,
crying.
Rocket Pal.
Webkins matter!
Oh no. Let us not.
Let us not what? Fight for Webkins?
Change the direction and chain bones point no. Change bone layers, parent, bone settings.
Listen, if you know about Webkins, you're qualified for a verified account.
Change on Twitter?
Yep.
Then how come you're not verified?
I keep asking myself that every day.
Kids called Warrior.
Names. Okay, auto name, left, right. Okay.
Oh my god.
So we're gonna do this.
Like,
Oh my god.
keep looking at references
Like
so we can get this down there.
I just discovered Webkins, man.
Rediscovered, you mean?
Damn. Cryo be wildin'.
Crowd be wildin', he do be.
But then again, I probably would do the same thing. I mean, I have done the same thing with time. I have no idea. Like, the Switch remaster, the Switch port for the remaster? Yes. I was hyped for that. I dropped $5 and I bought a mug. It's a nice mug. Hey, man.
Separate bones. Filled between.
Hey, I need to hop off for that. I need to do some, a few things.
Cool.
Oh no. Oh, see you in like 5 minutes.
Oh, you probably might take a minute. Flip names.
He's always back. You like the playlist I recommended you, eh?
It's pretty baller. I gotta say, it's baller.
What a boomer thing to say.
Well, you're a boomer, so be quiet.
Wow.
That's what I have to say to
I
that.
am not a boomer, I'll have you know.
Okay, we got a problem here, buddies. Actually, do we? No, yeah, we got problems.
Everyone's a little bit boomer sometimes.
Everybody's a little boomer sometimes.
Little bit boomer sometimes.
And then when it gets unbearably boomery, we gotta tell them, hey, stop it. Cut it out, boomer.
I'm such a zoomer!
Oh no. Zoom.
I don't wanna hear
I
it.
care about
It'll be part of that commercial. Zoom, zoom, zoom.
Zoom,
I don't
zoom,
care about
zoom.
whatever.
It's gonna be
I don't
boom,
care
boom,
about
boom.
whatever that
Zoom,
zoom.
Zoom, zoom, zoom.
A true look, listen. A true zoomer cares about, or a true zoom, as some may say. A true zoom cares about Webkins.
I don't know about that one,
Not
Chief.
gonna lie, every time I hear webtoons,
No, it's
That-
not nearly that interesting.
that's a millennial statement. You make
No, a true zoom cares about Webkins, and Avatar, and Zoo Pals, and Pillow Pets, and iCarly marathons.
Pillow pets!
You know y'all didn't invent no pillow pets. Don't even try that. That was for us. You can't have that.
Look,
I will not allow
we
it.
had
not to
iCarly.
draw the frog on his.
You may have had Inuyasha,
Cat.
but we had iCarly. What up?
You are out of your mind. That's not even. Fuck iCarly. We had Ned's declassified.
True.
Oh, you want to go? You want to go? You want a piece of this?
Ned's declassified school survival guide.
Oh my god, you're gonna make me.
Oh no. It's all coming apart. The world is busting up at the seams. Wow.
Ned's declassified. Victorious. Drake and Josh. iCarly.
I'm gonna say about 5 o'clock. I'm gonna take
The
a
only
food break.
thing bringing us together is our nostalgia for the early 2000s.
The only reason we're not killing each other right now. Alright, let's see if anyone's saying anything there. How are you doing, Zero Deals? I thought I responded to that already.
You know what I'm nostalgic for? I'm nostalgic for Destroy, Build, Destroy. I know it was garbage, but it's still nostalgic.
Hey, it happened at a time when I was young. I'm nostalgic. I loved the Rugrats. Thought that was a great show when I was a kidlet.
Oh my god, you guys remember Total Drama Island? Oh my god.
Back in my day.
Back in my day, we had no
What
drama on the island. It was just people with rocks and sticks beating each other with clubs.
Oh my god. I remember when regular show
was abnormal. I'm sorry. I'm not sorry, but I don't.
You're not sorry, man. I'm sorry.
Listen here, all of you boomers. I'm sorry, Fall. But also, like, I'm thinking, like.
You're also not.
Yeah, no, he knows what he was doing. He knows the hornet's nest he's kicked with this generational divide war.
Killer hornets.
All of you guys, you gotta think about it like this. When Adventure Time premiered for you guys were already like at least in your 20s or so.
I was too old to care about that show when Adventure Time came out.
Yeah, when Adventure Time came out for me, I was 7 years old.
Yeah, it must have been a formative part of your childhood. And I'm not kidding about
never got into Adventure Time.
I watched the first couple of episodes. I liked a few of them, and then after that I was like, I'm done. I mean, because the show didn't really have a plot when it first started. It was just a bunch of episodes. So, like... But then,
That's
like, it developed one later.
It's just so, like, the early episodes of Adventure Time are just straight up insanity, and I love them.
Like the, at the risk of making this about Sonic the Hedgehog, the early Archie comics, just a bunch of random crap happening, and it's like, hey, you like this, little dumb child? You like this, right? You're an idiot. Like, yeah, I love it. Keep making it.
Dumb kids only.
Only for the dumb children.
Listen here, buddy. Did Archie did ZAM have a horse balancing on a beach ball animated by a Disney animator?
I wouldn't disbelieve that.
Where the hell would I want to see something like that?
Adventure Time has that.
It's a giraffe. Oh, that's not great. You only one shoulder bone and it's connected to 2 of the arms. That ain't gonna fly.
Look, I may be a zoomer.
I thought that was a dude.
Look here, guys.
Did I
I'm
say
not a boomer.
Holy crap! I didn't mean to.
I'm a true zoomer. I'm a true zoomer who watched Adventure Time and Steven Universe and Regular Show.
Regular Show, the show of regularity. Bowel movements, you know what I'm saying? High five! Anyway.
I mean, apparently Regular Show was too much for the UK in some instances.
Whatever that means.
The UK had to ban and cut a bunch of scenes from Regular Show because they were too violent, like Rigby getting kicked in the balls.
Alright. That seems like something they would do. Let me go ahead and rotate. Oh.
I just love how your PC is like a lot more quieter than what it used to be. Like, it was so loud, now I can barely hear it.
Well, that's because
Cat,
I took a duster and blew off all the dirt out of my PC.
Now, Caton, did you ever watch regular show, Caton?
Like 1 or 2 episodes.
Oh my
I
god,
just didn't like it.
You need to watch more.
I watched a couple of episodes as well. Didn't really stick with me. It seemed too much like, I don't know. It felt very much like a show aimed at high school students.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I remember like a lot of the same jokes from the regular show. Like in my school matriculation, like I feel like I've heard people say these exact kind of things. It's like a slice of life cartoon, and I've never really been a big fan of slice of life anything because I already live in a slice of life. It's my life, and it's boring.
Milk, cereal.
It's like, I grew up in an era where we just like had a bunch of action cartoons, so that's more my taste. It's like I don't really like
this
the slice of life cartoon
stuff happening. Like, man, it's my least favorite genre of anime, and
you don't remember the episode where a bunch of sentient hot dogs came to life, and the solution to beat them was to spray them with condiments so they would all cannibalize each other to death?
What? No, but I remember an episode of Powerpuff Girls that had that similar premise. If you remember that one time the broccoli invaded and the Powerpuff Girls couldn't defeat them. So
yes,
they got their
they poured cheese.
Yeah, they poured cheese on them. I love that.
What is that noise?
That's a rooster. Is that like actual rooster?
Yes, that is the rooster that is coming from me. I'm outside. I'm eating food that's like literally right in front of me. Just in case I'm a farm.
You really need to do something about that cock.
See, I'm thinking like, what is it?
This is what passes for comedy on Caton.
See, the episode that involved the cannibalizing hot dogs in regular show was when they were going for like a cookout. Like they were out for a cookout, and then like Mordecai and Rigby were sent to go get some more meat, so it could be grilled. But Rigby ends up locking Mordecai and Rigby in the freezer, so they need to find a way out before they freeze them. And then a bunch of.
I want to see the rooster.
That rooster's just all like.
I want to see. Can you take a picture of it? I really want to see it.
Like you know, like Kellogg's mascot.
Yeah.
Like.
Yeah. The Kellogg's mascot.
Kind of looks like that.
Is he green and red?
Is he minimalist art style then as well? Like kind of like a impressionist idea of a rooster.
Does he look like an Amazing World of Gumball Reject?
Wow.
Oh, that's why. Derp.
Oh my god, friggin' Webkin's regular show. What else will make me nostalgic? I remember Avatar: The Lost Airbender.
Oh man, it doesn't seem like a show that's old.
It doesn't,
because the art style is just so good.
Yeah, and like less than that, it's like it doesn't seem like a show that's old just because of. I remember watching it; it didn't feel like it was that long ago on TV, but of course, then of course, now that I think about where I was living at the time, yeah, that was a while ago.
Yeah, Avatar's 15 years old.
Damn, man.
It was new.
It feels like it's 2 years old. Like it doesn't make no sense.
But then you realize all the seasons came out, and then they were re-released. They've made a movie, and then they did a new series for the show, and now they're making the original thing again for Netflix. It's like, wow, a lot of stuff has happened. It's like,
Avatar. I mean, it still triggers me, not really, but it triggers me, and I know Paton is unironically triggered by the fact that Netflix lists Avatar as coming out in 2007 when it came out in 2005.
Oh my god. What I don't like is like they don't know how to just leave original series alone. Like, why do we need this live action Avatar remake coming in?
I don't care. If it means we get the entirety of the original series on Netflix forever, I'm fine.
I mean, it just came to Netflix like a couple of days ago, the entire series.
Like the show itself. You're not talking about that remake, right?
Yeah, no, the show itself.
Okay. Interesting.
What was your favorite episode of all of Avatar?
I got a few. I love the episode with Roku and Sozin. I really love that episode. I love the episode where Zuko, Azula, and all of them were at the beach and they were like fighting this like guy.
The beach episode, they're fighting. You're not talking about Combustion Man when they first met him.
No, not Combustion Man. It was when they were like on a vacation at the beach and they had to go to this house party and Azula made a fool out of herself. That was also one of my favorite episodes. And then another one was when they went to go watch themselves on the Broadway play. That was so fun.
That was fun.
Oh, yes!
I got a pretty good look at you.
The Fire Emblem players!
Yeah, the
Ember Island players!
Ember
also,
Island
here's
players.
my cock.
Okay, then. I was trying to keep it cool, trying to stay chill. Where'd you put it?
Out of context.
Oh,
when are we starting that Twitter channel? Oh, he's so cute.
Yeah.
He's pretty big cock.
You know where we can put that? We can put that in staff memorable book.
I'm good with that.
So he just has like an open field and he just like goes out and play and things like that?
No, he's in a coop. I literally just zoomed in. Like, the coop itself is like pretty spacious, so like he can walk around. They're under shade, they're under roofing. They're protected from the elements for the most part.
That's so cute.
Are you drawing Mario right now? Cursed.
Sure. I never drew Mario in the time, and I've been friends with any of y'all. Never drew Mario.
Well, this is the new experiences for everyone. Keep on saying. Why in the world is this happening right now?
I'm thinking, like, I think my favorite episodes of Avatar, I really like, what was that one episode where they tried to, like, escort a pregnant lady across?
Oh, yeah. That one was cool.
There was a giant dragon.
The episode where they was learning the dragon dance, that was also a really good episode.
That was a really good episode. I love the Tales of Boss and Say. That was a good one.
Oh, yeah. The entire thing from the perspective of, from Appa. Was that
was sad.
Yeah, like, because you couldn't understand what anyone was saying. Like, I was like, yeah, you wouldn't understand what they were saying. I liked Dancing Dragon was a good one.
I did love the library episode. That felt... The library episode reminds me of that one part of Uncharted 3 where
it's
you see
so
all
weirdly supernatural, especially in that show where it hadn't really, they don't do it a lot with the supernatural, the spirit realm. They did a lot more in the Legend of Korra. But the fact that there was like this giant owl that could talk, that was the guardian, and like, I was like, whoa, who is this? What world is this?
Right?
Is he a spirit creature? No, he's actually living... He lives in that world.
Also, like, a lot of my favorite episodes of Avatar are just some really creepy ones.
Oh my goodness. Ko, the face stealer? I thought that was freaking...
Oh, that was so creepy.
I was like, oh no. That's freaking nightmarish.
A lot of the episodes of Avatar that dealt with the supernatural feel like some of those like old Japanese legends.
Yeah, that's definitely the influence. Especially even the Bloodbender, right? It's just like... It just felt like something out of Caden.
So freaking good.
Yeah, the Bloodbender one was also really,
That
really
is
scary.
still my favorite instance of creepy old lady in the woods archetype in any sort of story.
It's a me.
It's a me, Mario. Hello.
Like, I love the episode. Yeah, where and do the Dragon Man, so that's cool. Screw Game of Thrones, Avatar did it better. The Dragon Ball. What is it? I did like the episode where they were all lost in the desert. That whole arc I really liked.
Yeah. It's like, didn't you see it? No.
They were going crazy.
Oh, the cactus troops.
Yeah, that dude and that cactus, man.
Cactus dudes, it's the quenchiest.
It's the quenchiest.
A lot of the stuff that Asaka did, I really liked it. Like, you know, the whole water tribe thing he did when, like, Katara's all like, hey, I'm watching you. He's like, water tribe.
Everybody had daddy problems in that whole show.
I love Sokka.
Well,
Oh my god.
Yeah, they did. Their dad died.
Oh, you did come back.
Goodbye, Space Sword. Toph, doesn't look like Boomerang's coming back.
The Avatar is back. Air, water, earth, fire, sword and shield.
Fan
Oh my
and
God.
sword is what he said. Sword. The Kyoshi warriors were pretty awesome. I like. Oh, you know what? That they were escaping the prison actually. Was that the Black Rock prison or something?
My ex-girlfriend turned into the moon.
Oh, the Boiling Rock?
Boiling Rock, that's what it was.
And they were trying to get the
What's
fauna.
the name of that? Holy crap, that one girl. Yeah, not Azula. I'm thinking of, or not Meg.
Ty Lee.
Yes, the freaking acrobat.
Thailand.
I like Ty Lee. She was awesome.
She's so great, Ty Lee.
Her, like, ability to just deaden people's joints.
And she's so non-evil, I love it.
Yeah, she was just hanging out with her besties or whatever.
She's just committing terrorism while doing so.
It's not terrorism if it's state-sponsored, right? They were working for the basically her princess, or whatever Azula's position was. Princess. Zuko was prince. So, like...
Spoiled brat,
right? But, yeah, like, I like the characters. Freaking Uncle Iroh was a great character. He was grounded in, like, reality.
Oh my god, I love Uncle Iroh. Like, the saddest scene in the entire story is when he's, like, singing that song to his
Leaves
dead
from the
nephew.
Vine?
Oh my god.
No, it's his son. It's his son. It makes it even worse.
Yeah.
Zuko's in that.
Yeah, it's his son, right? And he's trying to connect with Zuko, and like he's like, "Don't be like me, man. Don't be like this. Don't for your dad." My son was like that
so many times.
Yeah, like Uncle Iroh is like one of the most like three-dimensional characters in that entire show.
Right? Yeah, he's got a whole backstory, and it's like it's like, yo, that's dope, dog. Dope.
That friggin' episode where it's just like basic constant action as Azula just hunts down friggin' Aang in that village.
Oh yeah, when they're actually, I like it anytime that like when they actually make the Dragon of the West, you know,
the sickest fire bending ever.
He's got like just shoots fire out of his stuff, out of his mouth and stuff like. Do you know why they call me the Dragon of the West? He's like, am I gonna get a story from you? More an explanation. No, not more of a
demonstration.
Demonstration, that's what it was. This whole thing was cool. Or when he was fighting the Earthbenders and that kind of stuff, just shoot. Oh, when he was working out behind that dude's back. I was like,
oh man, this dude got ripped.
He did.
Right there.
Dude,
I also love like all of the character
So
moments.
sorry,
Like
I missed that.
Avatar is one of my greatest inspirations and examples of voices for just friends, your interactions.
Dude ain't got no neck.
I am not motherly.
As long as we have hope.
It's a giant mush. Look, guys, it's a giant mushroom.
Mushroom.
You could call it luck, or you could call it lying. I made the whole thing up.
Oh my god.
Expertly crafted show. I don't know if I'm gonna watch the remake on Netflix because I'm like, why bother? It's already. I've seen
I feel like I'm about in the mood to just binge watch the whole thing.
Maybe. Yeah. Okay. Let's see here.
We all love Netflix, guys. You want to have Avatar night once a week? Just binge more of the series.
My wife is already rewatching the entire series, along with Naruto.
Oh, what was that dude? Like those characters, like the scientist dude that built the hot air balloons, and the other guy who's in like the wheelchair.
Oh, yeah.
People.
Yes.
The people who lived in the West Southern Air Temple, or was it the Northern?
Right.
Oh my goodness, there's a lot of show. I probably should watch it again. Holy crap!
I forget if they ever even opened that door or not. I forget if they ever even opened that door or not. temple. I think they did. I forget.
They did, didn't they? And there was like either there was nothing behind it, or it was just like some information. Yeah, it was actually showing the avatar cycle in there. I believe.
It's real.
One of my favorite episodes is the first instance of Aang and Katara and Sokka exploring the Air Temple, because it feels almost like you're in a freaking Shadow of the Colossus location. It's so massive.
Yeah, because they're like, which makes no sense. They're nomadic, but they all live in a freaking temple. They hang out there. Maybe they're just like centrist.
And then there was that one chopper guy.
Chopper guy. Oh, wait,
Chopper
you're not talking about Jet. Chopper.
No. I'm thinking chopper guy.
Chakra. Oh, right. Chakras. Everybody got chakras.
Fucking voodoo.
Or that one episode where that one guy was trying to force Aang to the air, like the Avatar state, and then once he's in the Avatar state, he's like, "Oh no!
Oh no! I don't know what I was asking for. I'm an idiot." All right, I think we're ready to go.
Mario doesn't have no neck.
I think we're ready.
His body is so weirdly proportionate.
I love that one episode where they talk. One of my favorite gags is when they're trying to hang missing posters of Appa, and they're like, "Tough, what have you tried doing?" "Oh yeah."
Puts it on backwards. She does it like so forceful. Optimization.
I love you, Tom.
And then she just waves her hand in front of her face. It's like, yeah.
Is that an ice cream truck? Oh my goodness, when I used to stream a lot, ice cream trucks outside my window.
That friggin' swamp episode was cool.
Oh jeez Louise. They better not stop outside my window.
With the swamp bender?
No, jeez.
Oh, the swamp benders, yeah. A lot of cool ideas. Model options? I don't even know what I'm doing now.
He wants us to see his bear.
Yo, don't tell me that ice cream truck is just gonna be there.
The platypus bear?
No.
Platypus bear? Armadillo? It just says bear. This guy is weird.
This is weird.
You can hear that damn ice cream truck is so loud.
Who expects to get business with an ice cream truck right now?
Hey, you guys want to come? I'm obviously a weed dealer.
I don't trust that ice cream truck.
That like ice cream truck. Every time the damn truck wants to stop by.
Oh no, I'm getting hungry now. Crap. Oh no.
I'm getting hungry because I hear ice cream?
No, I didn't have ice cream. No, not because of the ice cream. I went exercising today, and I only had a smoothie. And I was all like, that should be fine. I'm trying to keep my calories low. Huh?
You're on meal replacements?
Meal replacements? What is that? I don't even... No, not really. I just had some food in my fridge, and then I decided to try to eat less. I guess if that's what that is. I'm so stupid. Let me look up meal replacements.
You just need, like, protein powder or some sort of powder in order to make that a really meal replacement smoothie. That's something I'm about to start doing.
You think you are ready to do what, Rotalist? The 2 is silent. Okay, so what I'm currently doing right now is I'm working with the rig here, and I think I'm ready to start, making the bones and whatnot. Like, I got the bones, right? But, like, actually setting them up to be controlled by this software. Import model of...
This ice cream truck is the bane in my existence.
Repair its bones, removes unnecessary bones.
What was your favorite episodes of Avatar, Rotalus? Your favorite episodes?
I mean, we were all talking about it at the same time, so like I was coming up with something. So like, obviously, Boiling Rock is one of them. I like the Kyoshi Warriors in general. I think their whole... I like the martial arts style, so whenever they show that kind of stuff, I always think that's cool. I like the one with the library in it.
I love the one episode, like the one moment where you just see like Aang come to a village that he's already rescued before, and then the dude just goes like,
oh, the guy with the freaking who always The guy who foams at the mouth and falls out whenever he sees the Avatar.
Oh my god!
Just falls out like, wow. Whose idea was that? Like, what in the world?
Oh my god, is he moving?
I love the idea that like
can't stay there forever.
Some different members of the cast decided to actually like physically create some of those like moments in the show so they could be animated properly.
Oh, they rotoscoped it.
They didn't rotoscope it, but like they had like a physical dude, like the director, go up and like physically perform some of these scenes for reference when they're getting animated.
It's pretty obvious when those things start getting like particularly high numbers of frames. When the guy's like,
and dynamic,
it's like really dynamic looking, like somebody.
One of the instances of that, like that practice being used, was the 1 copper piece and 2 copper pieces scene.
2 copper pieces.
That was physically created first before it was animated.
So hang on, let me figure.
Avatar is just one of those perfect shows. I don't think there's a single bad episode.
Even the filler episode was good, and it sort of told a story about the character of Azula and that kind of thing. So yeah, no.
Azula is one of the best villains ever.
Oh my god.
Kind of left incomplete, but yeah, in a lot of ways.
Sponsored by Mr. Sophie.
Like near the end of the series, when he starts to lose her freaking mind.
Mr. Sophie.
Like that scene where she freaking cuts her hair is perfect.
That's what you sound like.
Wow.
Alright.
Sorry. I don't mean to be rude.
Why are you doing it?
Because I'm remarking on the sound! Okay, where's this thing? Avatars. Is this it? VR cat. Let's see. How do you use it, I think, is the better question. Because, gonna get a little weird, get a little wild, ain't from around here.
So do you guys prefer Korra or Avatar?
It depends. Depends.
Like the underwear. Depends on which episode, I guess. I mean, I watched both series, so I know, like, I've seen them both. What I like about the original series is that it was an adventure story that had a definite goal in mind from the beginning, and they kind of went through. You saw the characters develop over time, but the goal was to defeat the Fire Lord, right? Restore balance or whatever. And Korra. Wow, my brain's all messed up. Korra took place in essentially one place, and it was about, even though each individual arc, each individual season had its own narrative arc and that kind of stuff, it didn't seem like there was a big overarching thing. They brought in Rava and the the dark side. I don't remember what his name was. Vatu.
Yeah, Vatu.
For the most part, I feel like Korra is stuck in like one location for the most part, as opposed to like
it would have been cool if maybe that had been like a part of. I liked the big narrative arc. That's me. But the show was in and of itself was fine. It's just I think what I liked about the original, it was like an adventure story, had a big overarching thing that was going on, and the other one felt, I don't know, maybe too modern. Like I was looking at this was like the original was like Lord of the Rings or something. This was
the whole like steampunk like New York aesthetic. It was fine. But
it was cool to start with, but we stayed there the entire time.
Yeah, right. Like the fact that we don't really go anywhere else.
We go to the Earth Kingdom and everything, but everything is like the world is much more connected. You get that sense in Korra. So they've got like steamboats and stuff. So it doesn't take that long to get places. The world felt a little bit smaller, even though it's the same world. And I don't know. I'm not hating on it or nothing. It's just it was a different type of story, different type of vibe.
It's like you're just not going to be traveling by flying bison anymore.
That's all.
The world just feels a lot less like the world just feels a lot less Studio Ghibli.
Ice cream truck will move.
Someone was gonna say something, and then wow, Mario's got some weird legs. Love how this.
I was saying the world in Korra just feels a lot less Studio Ghibli than the original.
Yeah, I'm about to put a post on Twitter and complain and tell these companies to put out turnaround to their damn characters, man.
Yeah, Nintendo's going like, well, why? We own every picture. You want to draw a picture of Mario? We'll own that too. We'll sue you. Don't draw it. Don't draw Mario.
Every single character I want to draw, there is no official turnaround, and that's one of the most annoying things about drawing characters.
Or, I guess so. There's no reference art for it. Maybe they realize it's hard. They don't want to do it. They're like, I don't want to do it. Let's see here. I don't know how to use this. I realize that now.
Part of me is like, when I go to watch the series on Netflix later today, do I just want to skip the specific episodes or just watch the whole thing from beginning to end?
Well, you don't have to if you don't want to.
I was about to go outside and curse him out if he didn't move.
I do love the,
he wasn't going to move because you cursed him. I was like, hey man, I'm selling weed. Oh.
I do like, the whole, like, dynamic of Aang, right? Like, it is the one instance of, like, you know, oh, we can't kill the main character that sort of makes sense for a villain that terrible. It's like, yeah, because Aang morally, like, he's a friggin' monk. He doesn't kill people. That's his whole thing.
Mm-hmm. Right.
I love that.
Damn, the ice cream truck was there for 5 fucking minutes and he didn't move.
I love the idea that, like, what is it? Like, Aang goes to talk with the rest of the other avatars, and then even the other air monks are just like, yeah, kill him.
I mean, once you're dead, you get a lot of perspective on life and death. Like, it's not that big a deal. Who cares? Stop. What are you complaining about? Stop being a wuss, kill him. Everyone ends up here anyway, it's like, whatever.
I'd actually love to see, like, a different series, like, new animated series centered around, like, avatars like Kyoshi, and, like, what is it? Like, I would love to see a series based off of, like, the first Avatar. That would be interesting.
His whole world was weird, too. It had, like, a bunch of crazy spirit animals in it and stuff. It was like, oh, that's kind of an interesting idea. Would have been kind of cool to see.
I would love to see, like, the first Avatar. Like, the birth of the spirit realm or whatever, seeing stuff like that. That'd be fascinating.
Why does the texture at the bottom remind me of the PSP?
Maybe like the avatars were fighting like the incarnation of like death itself, and then death was like, I'm gonna like put a curse on your entire generation.
I put a spell on you.
So
wait, the texture at the bottom. Which one do you mean, Rocket? The foot? What you talking about, my guy? I don't understand. We're also gonna make some ears for this character. Here's to select him.
Oh boy. I'm about to just like not draw the rest of his body.
You don't want to.
Freaking love.
No. Because I can't find reference images for this nonsense.
I don't know why I've never watched friggin' Korra though. Like I've watched it, I've just never watched the whole thing.
I don't know. What do you start at the beginning, or do you just like jump around?
I started watching it at the beginning, and then I'm just like, I don't know why. I just never kept watching it. I don't know if it just didn't. I don't even know if it's like it just didn't grab me, or I don't know.
I felt like when I was watching it, it was like new. It was for the first time coming out. It was the next continuation of a series that I loved, so I watched it through. Because every time I saw an episode, it was like the brand new episode of the show. So like I'm not looking back at it. I looked at it from the beginning. So maybe it's just because you have access to it, you're not as interested in it. It's not as hype because you kind of know what's going to happen and everything's sort of out there.
I legit know nothing about Korra or any of its plot. I just haven't gotten.
Wow, you should watch it because it's really interesting.
The only thing I know is that
especially the relationships.
Literally, the only thing I know is that Korra and Tommy have like a lesbian relationship. That is all I know.
Oh my god!
Then they don't really. It's like maybe hint at it at the end of the show, and it's like. I was kind of sick of all of the relationships Korra was in by the end of that show.
You have needles on me, and you. Why did you leave me with them? What was with that big metal thing? That was scary.
The show looks great.
Well, he hasn't ridden in my car before. He hasn't ridden in my car before.
Yeah.
You're talking about the chicken?
Is that your mom?
Oh god.
It's like I'm taking the rooster on the road. We need to go. We're taking a road trip.
But yeah, it's like they never like really revealed it, even though there's been comics after the show talking about and even showing their Korra and Asami's relationship. It's just really stupid how Nickelodeon didn't want to show kids all of that nonsense, and it's just like,
hang on.
hello?
Are you talking to us? I'm talking to the other person in the room.
I don't know what's happening right now.
Yeah, neither do I. Grab along the XX. Oh, man, I want to eat something right now. So much.
What do you have to snack on?
That's the thing. I don't really have snacks for real. The texture you used for the joints. PS. I guess so. I can see what you're talking about, like the back of the PSP with like a. I know what you're talking about. The little lines it has on the back of it. Little silver streaks. You're doing good. That's good to hear, Zero Neo.
Silver
Sorry for not responding.
Speeds by.
What does the texture? Okay. Why does the texture in the bottom? Yeah, the back of the ear. Yeah, because it's like a straight line, and then of course if you look at it that way, it looks like the PSP. I get it. I understand what you mean. Yeah. What do I have to snack on? I got probably some chicken in my refrigerator. That's been, what's the word I'm looking for? Marinating for a couple of days now. We'll see if that's any good. And then I've got like a bunch of broccoli and vegetables. I know I'm not.
So you can make like a stir fry.
I could make a stir fry. I don't feel like setting up the skillet. So what I'm most likely going to do is I'm going to steam it, like I steam all my vegetables, and then I'm going to eat that with some rice. Or I could go out and get some food, go out to eat. You know, maybe get some. I know the concept is foreign to you because you are on lockdown.
Oh my gosh.
But I know if I go out to eat, I will not get back to work. That's the problem. And I am so close to this thing.
They don't have like Uber Eats or Seamless where you're from?
No, they have it. I just don't. I'd much rather go out and buy something. I don't like I don't know. I'm a weirdo. I don't like having stuff delivered to me for real.
Or get that pizza that you had the last
that's
time.
True. I could get some pizza.
No. Not Rodel. Cat's on you. Forget he ate 2 medium pizzas by himself, not just one.
Wow.
Just needs to.
I could eat like a.
Time. Just like, hey,
an
hey, he ate 2 pizzas a lot.
And you can also order me some. I'm in the mood for pizza.
I'm not going to order you some, mainly because how in the world is it going to get to you? I'm in Maryland.
Hold on, Rodel. You're not going to give any worker a pizza. What type of person are you?
I don't know. I feel like I'd be looked down on regardless of what I bought. Like, oh, you got that? Well, here in New York, it's like, I want to deal with a snob right now.
A snob?
Pizza snobs. Yeah, no, can't do it. Will not, in fact. Don't you pretend that you won't do it. I know it. I'm aware. What we're going to do right here is we're going to make these non-deformed. So
what are some of your other favorite cartoons? Because Avatar's a cartoon. It's not an anime, Cat. I'm sorry.
I don't like Cat is the one who.
It's not an anime. There's no way Avatar is an anime.
Oh, there we go. At least you have some sensibility in your brain.
Well, who thinks Avatar is an anime?
Apparently, people.
Okay. Do they know what anime is, or?
I
think Avatar is owned by 4 kids.
Traditional ramen at some point this summer.
Oh my God.
Right.
Can you imagine Avatar with the 4 kids stuff?
That'd be funny because it was like produced in English. We're gonna just dub the English dub into English again. Dubbed it into Japanese and back into English.
Oh my God! There has to be a Japanese translation of Avatar out there, right?
Well, there is. Of course, there is.
I'm pretty sure there is.
Most things that we make in America or even in Korea and then bring to America go back to the international market. It's the whole purpose of soft power.
I can't wait to see like the Japanese translation. It's weird to think about. Do you think they care about it as much as we do?
No.
like say they took Avatar, like do you think Japanese watch like Avatar with Japanese subtitles?
I think they probably watch most things that are in English with Japanese subtitles rather than dubs, but they have dubs for kids shows.
I only watch Avatar with Japanese sub.
I watched it with English subs. I'm true G. Japanese translation of.
I've always called Avatar like American anime. It's like that fusion.
I hate that term. It's just stupid. But
why?
American
What's so stupid about it?
It's just either it's an American cartoon or it's anime. Because in Japan they would call it an anime because that's the word for cartoon or animation. So like the fact that we spend so much time trying to differentiate the two is laughable as far as I'm concerned. It's like calling jazz from Japan something other than jazz because it's from Japan. You know, people can appreciate something in another culture, and then they're doing it. It's like gonna try to make it something else.
What Rodolus is trying to say is that Inuyasha is a cartoon. Do you agree with this statement?
It's a cartoon in Japan, but if you showed it to an American person, they're not going to call it a cartoon.
Yeah, it's a cultural thing. Yeah, it is a cartoon.
They think it's so.
Like this one person on Twitter a long time ago was all like, "Anime is not a cartoon." You know, one of those stupid tweets that people make where they just sort of say the same thing over and over again.
Anime is not a cartoon.
Anime is not a cartoon. Anime is not a like. Whoa! Why do you think you have to say it more than once?
That's the norm to them. Like they don't have like what we have. It's just like everything is cartoons. What they have is anime. That's their cartoons.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. So it looks like we agree with each other. Ha ha. Hee. PBS Idea Channel.
So my Project Armada still works. But like, what is it? Like, I'm thinking.
For the most part.
Like, yeah, like Avatar, or not Avatar. Like anime. I'm thinking like, what is it? Like, yeah, it probably doesn't work the other way around. I doubt like the Japanese call like something like Powerpuff Girls something else. They probably just also call it
Girls
anime.
is a straight up cartoon. It just has that style.
They call it Powerpuff Girls Z.
Powerpuff Girls Z. Oh my lord!
See?
Have you seen that?
I have. I like it.
I did too.
Different.
It certainly is different. I like the designs for some of the characters. I like the designs for like Sedusa and what was the guy's name? Mojo Jojo. I didn't like him so much, but I like the Sedusa and Princess. Princess, was that her name? The little girl. Yeah. And,
yeah.
And I like their origin stories. It was a little bit different. Like she was like really. She was jealous of her sister because she wanted to be like, you know, popular like her. Just, like they seemed to be like because they were just normal people before they were hit with the chemical Z or whatever. So yeah, no, it was a whole different show, and I liked it for that.
Chemical Z.
Guess I'll put it something like that.
I've never watched an episode of Samurai Jack in my entire life. I need to watch it.
Probably should check it out. It's not like
How
you
could
need
you
to watch
not?
it so you can watch the last season or anything like that.
Look,
I really am.
Very easily triggered.
I didn't grow up in that era, and I never watched a DVD. I never.
I'm pretty sure it's on Kim Cartoon. You can watch it.
You're always not gonna watch a Kim Cartoon anyway.
And the last season came out last year, so it's like it's still going on.
Was it last year?
I love how you say. I love how you say the last season finished last year, so it's still going.
Like it's still around, and they're coming out with a new game somewhere in the future.
They are, aren't they? I saw that commercial. I was like, whoa, what is this?
That game looks cool.
The game looks like what you want something to look like back into like PlayStation 2 era. I'm like, yeah, this should have happened a long time ago. Where have you guys been?
Oh my god!
What are you doing?
Why didn't this happen back in 2004?
Before, this is just one where it actually tells the And I actually do like the way that the game's gonna present itself, because it takes place like when Ashi and Jack are going back in time, and Jack basically has to go through his entire journey before actually defeating Aku.
Wait a minute. Ashi's in the game? Holy crap.
Ah, crap.
I wasn't aware of that. Thank you for making me sad already.
I'm sorry.
It's fine. It's not your fault. It's probably information that was already out there. It's just like I didn't expect her to be in it because I thought it was about the old show, but it's kind of neat because it kind of doesn't go backwards. It goes forward a little bit. I felt like there was no reason to kill Ashi, though. I mean, yes, there was a reason, but it's like they should have gone back. Should have killed him in the future is what he should have done.
What they should have done was probably lead the series off on a cliffhanger, like a way to bring Ashi back. Oh my god. That would have led into the next season. Oh my god. That would have been so amazing.
That would have been cool. But it should have killed him in the future. Like, what's the purpose? What's so special?
No, you don't understand. Aku in the future. He had to just weakest.
Okay, I guess. But it's just like, man, they had all those people helping them. It was like, we couldn't have used the power of friendship to defeat him in the future so they can still be together. Like, the stuff that happened.
What? Where did that come from?
It's a cartoon. That's what you do in a cartoon. You use the power of friendship. It's the only place that works. Everywhere else is the power of taxes or some sort of rule of law. Okay. Okay. So I guess I hit Rigify, don't I? That way we finish this particular part of it, and then we,
That's it?
Give me a second. Rigify buttons. Generate rig. I hate it when it does this. Go back. I know why it's doing this now. Go to object. I need to apply the scale.
Decided to basically start the entire, well, not the entire prologue, to start a couple of pages over from scratch, because like I didn't like how they turned out, like especially like the way that I had the script originally written for the Ripper prologue. So I was like, you know what, fuck this, I'm just gonna start over. I literally finished all of the thumbnails yesterday. I finished all of the thumbnails. Yeah, I finished all the thumbnails last. Still came out to 18 pages, which is fucking great.
Yeah.
Careful with your language.
Fallen, call it what you want. Fate, destiny, perfectionism.
What the heck happened? Don't cry.
Don't cry. Fallen, wow, Rotalist, now you know how I feel almost all the time. I'm constantly calling Rotalist Fallen.
Ben, no, man.
Well, it's alright. Not the best. I don't like the way Mario came out, but I like the way the others went. How this came out.
Draw fan art of these three characters. There's Mario, Parappa, and Sonic Man. They're all the same size.
Sonic Man? Rotalist, no. That's Sonic, not Sonic Man. That's completely different character.
Unbelievable.
Why do I feel like Mario's head needs to be larger? I'm not gonna tell you how to do your job or nothing. It just feels
small.
Yeah. Well, that's fine.
You said it feels interesting.
You know what Mario looks like? He looks more like Luigi.
I'm gonna put a big L on his forehead.
She was looking kinda dumb with her finger and her thumb in the shape of an L on her forehead.
On her forehead.
You know.
Caton, I see
wow.
So Caton, I see you went with short quills despite Twitter's many warnings.
Oh my gosh, everybody chose long quills. I'm like, whoop. Well, this is classic Sonic.
That's what I figured. His eyes were.
I'm like, I wasn't expecting.
Well, it's specifically like short quills on modern Sonic. It doesn't look. That's not what the character was designed for.
Like, I don't know how I feel. I guess it depends on how people will draw. I don't know. I would have to see a different style with somebody doing short quills on modern.
Oh my god, look at the beauties.
Taking a look.
Cartoon, manga.
Wait, what?
I'm gonna be right back. Don't go anywhere.
Yeah. Cartoon is manga.
Don't worry, Katon, I'll never leave
Okay.
you.
I always thought anime was like short for animation, kind of like the Japanese word for computer is persicom, which is longer than PC for some reason. It basically just means personal computer. I am a robot. Yours a robot. Let's see here. Why in the world am I confused by this? Okay. I'll be right back. Pause. Kitten. So while he's paused, I'm gonna go ahead and whatever. I'll leave it where it is. It's cold in my room. Okay, Google, what's the temperature outside? I think it might be time to turn off my air conditioner.
The current temperature in the Wheaton Glenmont is 67 degrees.
That's too cold. Now that's too cold, Google. You understand that? That's hurting my bones. See what I look like on camera here. Am I still coming through? I am. Give me a second. I'm going to turn off my camera feed. I need to go and move some things around. Oh my goodness. Where's the Rotocam? Boom.
Call it what you will. Fate, destiny, perfectionism.
I'm destiny, money. I'll be back. Holy crap! I just dropped my camera. Jeez.
Okay, so I'm gonna step out for a little bit. I got some stuff to take care of. I may or may not be back. Fallen, when everyone comes back, remember to tell them that all the great things about me, so they don't not know anything. Tell them everything that's great about me. Thank you.
You mean nothing? Hey!
Oh, rip.
Oops.
Look, I'm just expecting simple stuff like, hey, just be like, watch Freedom, support Cryo, follow him, do all that stuff. All right? See you around.
Talking to me? No. There we go. I'll be right back, you guys. I need to figure out lunch.
Also, just so you know, I can't see anyone's comments because I live out on the farm and my connection is not the best, so I'm not going to be able to. Well, actually, no. What the hell? I could probably look at y'all's Twitch comments.
Yes, that's exactly what happened. Japan won and we got wrecked. when you. It's the. ¿Qué? You slow. These lo-fi beats to study to. True. I'm not dying.
Sir, you're scaring me.
Over here, it's just like way too much. Oh, I know. I just figured it out. Yeah, so we're gonna start playing. I forgot to unmute myself on the mic. So we're gonna start playing Halo 2 here. I dabbled into playing Halo 2 a little bit yesterday. It's definitely not the best game 3 for 3 put out. What's that echo? I forgot to unmute myself.
Oh, sorry, that was me.
Oh.
I now have a chat only.
Let's see, Halo CE was definitely a lot better put out than a Halo 2. Halo 2 was just like, yo, these projectiles are crazy. The projectiles are crazy. How you're getting shot is so crazy in Halo 2 multiplayer. Like, I can't stand Halo 2 Anniversary. I really cannot. For multiplayer, because it just feels too much like Halo 4. So I'd rather just stick to classic Halo 2 for that experience. But Halo 2 Anniversary, I usually play it with the campaign missions. And the wait times are absolutely ridiculous as well.
Rip.
And so I'm playing with mouse and keyboard. I'm not that good with mouse and keyboard. I'm more of a controller type of person. So forgive me if my gameplay is a little lackluster. Say you again. Look at these spawns, man. Get out of my way. Are you watching the stream? I guess not.
Well, the thing is that like I have it at chat only. It's like, you know, I like the stream sucks for me.
Oh. Yeah,
because you have to remember that I live out in the farm, and the stream doesn't really like my internet connection. Like, Twitch doesn't like my, you know, it's not the proper upload.
Yeah, like connection over there, I'm sure is not the best. Damn.
No.
Like, I want to get down here, but I don't want to take that. Whoa! Holy baloney! I almost died. Oh, this lag is real.
Okay, not dying.
Whoa.
Alright, so what I think I'm going to do here with the rest of my stream, because I think as soon as I'm done eating, I'm going to be done with this stream. I'm going to be too tired. But what I'm planning on doing right now is we're going to just weight paint the character model, and then I'm going to just bouncily doodle and figure out how to do the rest of this this job. Because after that, I'm technically done with the model. I just need to figure out how to get it to work in Unreal, not Unreal, VR chat. So that's where we are currently. But yeah, how's the Halo? I heard what you were saying about it, and I don't really have an opinion because I don't know.
I didn't even realize that you left.
Whoa. No, I was taking a break. Well, I was cooking I'm kidding. I was preparing some food. I'm just cooking right now, so in between now and when it's done, I will be working on this model, and then when it's time to eat, I think that's when I'm going to call the stream. Because I realized I don't have to stream all day. I can just stream over the course of multiple days, and that'll do the same thing. We're all here to have fun and to learn. Anyway, let's see if the chat's saying anything anymore, or if they've given up. Yeah, there's one person currently watching, I think. All right, because I sort of left the thing on a screen. Oh well. We're going to work this out, then I might dip, well, at least in the part of the stream that is work, and then I don't know what the heck to do.
Damn. Did my teammate really not see him?
I can see now. That's what your game looks like.
Wow.
You died!
My teammate really didn't see him.
You're bad at your job. Kill harder. Okay.
Get good.
Get good, scrub. That's what they say in the That's what they say.
Yeah, I don't want anybody to get this.
Control P. Can I get,
Where's the grenade?
That's not possible. Yeah, automatic weights.
Okay. I'm just like fucking confused.
Don't be. You're having a good time, aren't you? This is what you do for a living. You play that Halo. So good.
No, this is still, even though it came out, Halo 2 is still pretty much a beta at this point. Wow.
That's many years old. Hey Google, when did
What is
Halo
going
2
on?
come out? Of course you're silent. You're always silent when I want to ask you a question. Okay, Google, when was Halo 2 first released?
Google is just not listening to you today.
Halo 2's initial release date is November 9th, 2004.
It's a beta in 2004. I mean, it's pretty successful. The open beta has been.
Extremely successful. I have you know.
I guess they did something right.
Where did my other grenade go? Because it looks like I respawn. Oh my goodness gracious.
Oh my golly gosh.
Keepers.
Keepers, creepers, check out those peepers. We're super duper snoopers, first class private eye, clearer outers figure outers, clearer uppers, mistresses of disguise. We've got the know-how, we've got the knack. Now all we need's a case to crack us two super duper snoopers. Give us a mystery. Whoa! Give us a mystery. Oh yeah!
Where is he?
Nobody knows what references I'm making right now.
Yeah, 1, 2, 3 is right there. And look at these motherfuckers. They're right there, man.
Alright. Probably gonna have to cut this stream because this dude's out here doing the cuss stream now. Oh man. Object mode, weight paint. What is going on here? What is the difference? How come I can't select them?
What the?
Objects?
Oh my god. How do I not have any grenades?
Hang on.
Throw a grenade. Are you joking, man? Where did he go? He was killed. Excellent. Yeah, Halo 2 shotguns are probably one of the worst. But you could be sitting right there and like nobody is killed. Why is this lagging so hard right now? It wasn't lagging yesterday. This game.
Maybe it's because you're on a stream now and your internet's being. I don't know. I have no idea. Yeah, no one's watching the stream. We have to close it soon. Terrible if Google charged you money for a stream that nobody was watching. Like, well, we're not making any money off of this. We're gonna just go ahead and whoopity whoop. So what happened, man?
Yo, exactly what happened? Oh my goodness gracious, because my teammate got in front of me.
Oh. Wait, I missed all of that. I'm in there. metal scum. Whoa. He went invincible, I think, and then he came around this side, and then he was like, hey, let me take you for a ride on my blade. It only goes one way, and that's to the underworld, you know. Hey, stickity stick. Stickity stab. Everyone's dead. Killed by a sword to the
Your dad.
Oh no. I was trying to avoid that one. It's too obvious. It's sad.
Yes. That's what makes.
Like, I'm pressing the button, man.
Is it the win button? Because I don't know if that's a real thing. Everybody's having fun. Everyone but Katon. Out he's out to run. But that dude, he done gunned him down. It's not fair. Why does it have to be this way?
What the hell?
Oh, nobody knows now. Katon just wants to play. Why can't you guys just play fair? How come it's got to be like this? Everybody, everywhere. Got the body counts like, oh, yeah. Oh, the song's over. Darn it! I had a whole thing for it. Trying to be out here looking all G, but everyone's like, hey, not you, it's me. And then it's like, oh, I thought it was fly. Like, what do you mean fly? No one uses that word. Are you high?
Come up here, boy.
My daughter would absolutely love you.
Yeah, finally some grenades spawn.
What is happening here?
The shield should have been severely damaged by that.
No, this is a terrible version of it. Oh. Basketball Joe. I got a basketball Joe.
Yeah, but I only have 2 kills.
Basketball Joe.
Like, I'd be respawning
I really
with like the entire fucking red team, and then I don't even respawn with my team.
I went back and listened to the entirety of the Space Jam soundtrack. I'm like, yeah, this is the best part of the movie. I ain't even gonna trip. It's the part that you can't see. I feel like a freaking child again listening to it. Like, oh, this is so great.
The Space Jam.
Yeah, I was listening to it like, oh, I like all these songs. Sure, there are remixes of other things. It doesn't matter. I don't care.
The sandwich is quite tasty. It's made with cold cuts. It's not premium though.
Oh Lord, you didn't give me the premium cold cuts.
Alright.
Really love
My
me.
tablet is doing weird things because my laptop updated.
It's because you're near the rooster. The rooster's doing it.
As it sounds like the rooster.
Am I streaming right now? What am I streaming? No, stop streaming.
Oh shit.
No, I mean I'm streaming, but I'm like not streaming the thing. I'm just like I didn't realize I was streaming to Discord, which probably makes no difference at this point. But I'm gonna disconnect the stream. Ain't no need for all that. I have forgotten how to stop though. That's not great. Yeah, it's not even showing anything. Up. That was unintentional. Accidentally left. Misa back though, it's aight. Digital Philippe Aguirre-Para. Hello, bro. You sing really good. Thank you. Daniel Philippe. Did I call you Digital Philippe? I did not mean to. How's it going? Also, you probably left by now, but... Hey.
Wow.
I need to be on top of this freaking chat, but I ain't like that, unfortunately. I'm having some difficulty with this rig. Because I thought I solved this problem. I thought we fixed this, but apparently... No. Being able to switch between the weight paint mode and the object mode in the weight paint is just as difficult as I remember it.
What the hell?
That can't be it. No, it isn't.
Oh,
It's very
this is heavies.
Tell me now and show me how
Look at that amazing headshot.
to understand what makes a good man. Ain't nothing wrong with his chemistry. Nothing wrong with his red bony. And time will tell this test of pedigree. Experience is a little more meant for me to tell me now.
Figure something in my damn
Show me
controller.
how to understand what makes a good man. Tell me now. Hey, walk the line. Hey, understand what makes a good man. Good man. Good man. I love that song. I've got to make a music video out of that song. That's what I've got to do. That's my goal.
What are you waiting for?
I guess nothing. Honestly.
Wait.
Don't know how to
Whoa.
Castle, buff boy. What's with this buff boy with like really like thick guy like them pack?
Shit.
What are you talking about?
Like, if you're not looking at the stream, like if you just look at Caton's page and you see any of his like past broadcasts or whatever, like one of the thumbnails has like this really buff bird.
Oh,
I'm like,
right.
what is that?
You weren't here to discuss
Boboba.
Boboba.
What
the bodybuilding Babylonian, a character only the privileged few know about. Yeah, it's a whole thing. We'll get into at some point. Probably. Yeah. So I'm having trouble with my friggin' project here. I don't know why.
This lag is so real.
I think I'm gonna go ahead and call it. Whenever I get sick of working on stuff, I just give up. That's how I do it. Yeah, I do it. You know I do it. Alright. We will come back to this probably tomorrow. Because I'm genuinely stumped as to why I can't connect to the thing. Anyway. Thank you, everyone, for watching. Thank you to Cat's Hunt, to Cryo, to Fallen for Freedom, and Rocket Pal. And, most importantly, viewers like you.
Thank you.
I have been Roadless, and you have been wonderful. Goodbye.
Goodbye.